American.
That sucks.
Lesbian.
I like that in a woman.
And every other kind of deviant.
I love paying for sex.
This moral decay weakens our resistance to the onslaught of the communist masters of deceit.
We're a bunch of scumbags.
These abnormalities are corrupting the minds and the hearts of our children.
Jackass.
And yeah, we're back. Where have you been? It's depressing and horrendous. It's awful. A bunch of idiots.
Perversion for profit.
Here it comes! Here it comes!
The Opie and Anthony program.
El virus de Opie and Anthony.
God, that irritates me.
It's just like somebody took a bat to my brain.
We're the only radio show that makes you want to hate us.
Opie.
I want my coffee.
Anthony.
I want that fact.
Jim Norton.
I want Ozzy.
We are going to dumb this thing down to the point that we're going to be number one with Down syndrome children.
Hysterical.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
That is the greatest new sound ever.
Just when you think the guys have found the best yelling during some type of sex act clip, they come up with a better one.
That video's up on opieandanthony.com.
Watch a gentleman hammer a butt plug into his ass with his own ball bag by swinging it back and forth.
No hands.
Look, ma, no dignity.
There's some great stuff on opieandanthony.com. Check it out for yourself. Good morning and welcome to the Opie and Anthony program.
Hi.
This is XM Satellite Radio,
Certainly is.
and you are listening to something we like to call the ONA Virus. Have you spread the virus today?
Cough in someone's face. You know, figuratively speaking with the program.
Or email them a clip of the radio show.
Right.
So maybe they will get hooked as well. You never know.
You never know.
We got a real guest coming in today in a few minutes. Shaun White.
Ooh.
The Flying Tomato will be on the program today. Olympic gold medal champion in snowboarding.
Yeah.
Half pipe.
The half pipe.
I do a little of that snowboarding, Anthony.
Sure you do.
I do. A little bit of the snowboarding.
I know you ski, but you did the
Done a
snowboarding.
little of the snowboarding, yes. I could
you
get
tear up a half pipe or...
Well, I could get about a foot up in the air at the top of the ramp there.
Well, that sounds...
Not bad, right?
Sounds...
Be careful. The Flying Tomato could probably go 30 feet.
Of course he can. Getting some fat air.
I want to ask him how high they go at the top of the ramp.
Yeah, they really rock it up there, man.
Completely ridiculous.
Yep.
Shaun White's coming in, the Flying Tomato, and he won gold at the Olympics. It's pretty damn cool for the show. Very excited
for him,
about that.
too.
Yes. And we got just lots of things to do today.
Can't you get your little cousin on? Little Emily Hughes?
She's too busy, man. She's in 7th place right now.
Can't she call in?
Maybe after the Olympics we'll have to call in, yeah.
Well, then she could come in, because she'll be back here in the States.
Why not?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, we could work something out.
Get her in. Make the call. You got her number on your cell, right?
Well, everyone knows she's my cousin, but, it's that part of the family. It's a little...
What?
Yeah, they kind of didn't associate with your side?
No.
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 She wasn't enjoying any toast,
No.
margarine and sugar sandwiches?
She had it a little better than I.
Yeah, a little resentment there.
Just a little better.
Yeah.
So she's...
all the money that would have went to lunches for you kind of funneled off to the her training.
Yeah, it's a little different. I mean, she's going for gold.
Yeah.
in Torino, and I tell dick jokes. So
Right.
I mean, there's a big drop off in the Hughes talent here.
Yeah. Both sides, though, I guess, very proud. She's all over the papers today.
They're just showing her ass.
Yeah, they got a great picture of her little little butt cheek sticking out of her little skirt.
It says, our Emily wows 'em. Really? It is Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Ooh. She was showing her little bitty boobies.
Yeah.
She's showing her ass right on the front page of all the papers, though. Man, those what are they called? Skating outfits?
Yeah.
They're getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Little skimpy things to get the girls in.
So she's in 7th place after the short program.
Yes.
Dude, I just want to talk about curling 24 hours a day.
But we can't.
I have to talk about
We
curling.
went over curling yesterday.
I am so hooked on this stupid curling.
No.
With the 10 ends. It's a great thing to watch as you're just kind of laying around the couch on a winter day.
I enjoyed it for a short time yesterday, but
there's strategy involved. And
I'm not as into it as you are.
And before they throw that next rock, you try to figure out what they're going to do with that rock. Are they going to try to knock out those two? Or are they going to try to bounce it off that one and hit that one?
Yeah, you're crazed with
Are they
it.
going to try to knock out the guard? How much can they curl this possible rock?
To get it to go in that little curve that they do.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. I can't get enough of the dumb thing.
Yeah.
It's just that I'm just hooked. I'm waiting for the PSP to come out with a curling game.
Oh, my God. Do you think they'll do that?
I don't know.
You got to, like, hit the button, hit to sweep. Oh, would that be an awful game? Sweep, 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 sweep.
I was actually watching it. I want to know.
Did you really watch it?
Well, yeah. What happened was I watched one.
He didn't watch it.
No, of course you didn't.
I want to know what happened.
Too, Anthony.
There was one. It was like the one guy had hit one, and they were going for the block.
Yeah,
going for the block, and it was getting there, and I just clicked off.
Right in the middle, right at the exciting part.
As it was almost hit, I saw.
Didn't care where it went.
But in general, you guys are right. The Winter Olympics are like, who cares?
Yeah, I really
have tried to get into it.
Get excited about it.
Little curling in the afternoon because it's real time. I like watching this stuff in real time.
Yeah.
I don't like it all pre-packaged with Bob Costas teasing the shit out of stuff. And if you stay up till 1 in the morning, you get to finally watch blah blah win the gold medal. Oh, gee, thanks. Most of us got to work in the morning. Bob.
Ooh.
And I already know the results because I was flipping around the channels and every scroll has all the winners.
Mm-hmm.
So who are you kidding? Let's say hi to Ed in Connecticut. Ed!
Hey, Opie, how's your ghost this morning?
No ghost this morning. I told
you didn't have any ghosts?
Well, I told you guys yesterday. I leave the lights on now. So So now the ghost thing is not happening anymore, thank God. But every morning... I was
scared him away, huh?
I was thinking about our discussion yesterday as I was walking up the stairs this morning, going, "Oh God, please, please, no, please, please, no ghost, no ghost, no ghost." It's still scary.
You can't turn a light on before you go in the room? You got to go into the dark room?
No, I just leave the lights on upstairs now.
Well, that's what you got to do. Okay.
I leave them dimmed, though.
Yeah.
You know, because if they're too bright, then I have to, I'll stay awake. Too much light going downstairs.
Not too dim, though.
No, it has to be just right.
Yeah, just right.
It has to be just right.
It's a fine line.
Ed, I'm proud to say no ghost this morning.
Better luck tomorrow.
All right. You know,
Take care.
I was joking about the curling game, but look at this. Alex in New York.
What's up, boys?
What's up?
Just wanted to let you know, I know you guys got Blackberries. You can actually download a curling game for your Blackberry on the on magmic.com.
Is it cool?
Of course not.
I didn't download it myself, just saw it there, so.
No. All right.
Is it cool?
How can it be?
It's impossible.
It's only cool if it says curling and it's another sport.
Big Dirty, what's up?
Yeah, there's also a curling game for the Game Boy Advance.
Oh.
For International Winter Games, and it's good.
Is it really good, or are you just saying that?
It is. It's got every little piece of strategy going.
See, I like video games that have a lot of strategy, so I'm thinking this might be good for me.
You got the shoulders where you control each of the guys curling or sweeping the ice.
Yeah.
It's the best curling game ever.
Well, the best curling game ever.
And it's the only curling game that we'll ever
I bet
see.
it's outselling Grand Theft Auto and all those.
Mark my word, though. Curling is going to be big.
Yeah.
In the United States. I know it's kind of big in the northern states, but I'm telling you, there's something about curling.
It's going to be some kind of a big...
It's going to take off now. It's going to take off.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I got some extra bucks in the bank account. I'm going into curling.
Oh,
stocks.
wow. Oh, boy.
I might
You're
even
going to start backing your own curling place?
I might even open up my own curling place, yes.
Ooh. So on the weekends, the kids can go curling?
That's right. Jeremy in West Virginia.
Go broke.
Hey, Opie, it's not so true. Emily might be going for gold right now, but you all go for radio gold every day.
See? There is a comparison. Thank you.
Oh.
Yes.
Greg from Long Island has a little info on Sarah Hughes.
All right.
Greg?
Yeah.
Got a little info on Sarah Hughes?
Yeah, well, I thought I was going to call Bravo Sierra on Opie about his cousin, but I did see her carrying some ice skates in a cement bag.
Oh, she carries her ice skates to the competition in a cement bag, Opie, like you did your lunch.
Well, he's tricking me
years ago.
Sarah Hughes was in the Olympics 4 years ago. Emily Hughes is in this Olympics.
Ooh. She gets ice skate
and I want to say hi to my Uncle John and my Aunt Amy for raising a fine cousin.
Yes.
All right.
You know, they're, coincidentally enough, your cousin's my neighbors in Great Neck.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you see them?
All the time. They live right next door.
Ask them why they don't call me.
I'll leave a note on the door.
All right. Let's go to Greg in D.C. Greg, what's up?
Yeah, I got a couple other games that you would probably love to play. One of them is called Watching Grass Grow.
That's a good game, though.
Now, that one's not nearly as popular as the ever so popular Watching Paint Dry.
That's a hard game.
It is.
Because you have to actually sit there and watch, but it's great graphics. You can actually see the color of the paint get a little lighter as it dries.
Yep, and then there's the ever so popular Golf.
Golf?
Hey, now, come on. Now you blew it.
I love the golf games.
A few very good golf games are out there. Tiger Woods is fantastic.
I play all the golf games.
There's
Hot
one
Shots.
video golf game that is cool, Outlaw Golf. Have you ever played that one?
I didn't like Outlaw Golf as much. I mean, you know, they got the caddies with their hot chicks and bikinis and stuff, but the actual...
Beat the crap out of your caddy.
But I know, that's kind of fun, too, but the actual gameplay stinks if you're into golf games. But it is fun that all of a sudden you could just, like, start beating up your caddy in the middle of the game.
That is fun.
The only good part of the Tiger Woods golf game is when he's going to hit it, and they try to escort him off the grounds, and he goes, "But, sir, I'm one of the players."
When you choose the restricted club option.
Hey, I got an invite here. Ian, what's up?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, I just want to invite you guys to come try curling next time you're down in D.C.
How far are you from, like, the compound?
From which compound?
XM.
XM compound?
Yeah.
We're right in a town called Laurel, Maryland. So probably about 20-25 minutes out of there on the way up to New York.
I would try some curling.
Would you?
Would you?
Don't you need special shoes and everything? Do they supply in there like bowling?
We got the stuff for the club. We can give you everything we got. Instructors, everything.
Is there really a curling club down in D.C.?
Yeah.
See, and it's taken off.
Is it like bowling where they rent the shoes and everything?
No, it's free rental.
Do you have to bring your own broom?
No, we got those two.
I think I want to try this thing, just for the hell of it.
I don't.
Me neither. I want to be like the nutty curling guy, Howard.
Oh, Russ Howard?
Russ Howard is great.
Oh, he's a classic.
Him with his yelling.
Oh, he's nuts.
It's like extreme.
Yeah.
He's taken a dull sport and just made it extreme.
Extreme curling.
He's got legions of fans.
He can curl while pounding a butt plug in his ass with his own testicles. That's great.
Hey, punching out.
All right, man, thanks. Let's say hi to Adam in Yonkers. Adam, what's up today, man?
Hey, good morning, boys. How are you?
All right.
Is it true that your cousin kicked the dog in the liver with their ice skates? Punching out.
Have to look into that.
John in New York, what's up?
Hey, I got another exciting game for you.
Yeah.
Tiddlywinks.
I used to play that as a kid.
Tiddlywinks?
I actually had what is it called? I had one of those games growing up.
Yeah.
Your phone is really loud, bro.
Pick
I'm
up
sorry.
sticks.
Pick up sticks?
Where you drop the sticks and then have to use a stick to get a stick out without moving the other sticks.
Yep. You ever play that with your butt cheeks?
Sometimes.
Ever playing trains and automobiles? We have an easier time playing pickup sticks with our butt cheeks.
Well, we're waiting for the Flying Tomato to make his grand entrance. Sean White, 19 years old, and he's got gold in the snowboarding thing. So,
I've seen him in commercials and stuff.
Yeah.
I think he's done a couple of commercials.
They did a Cribs with him on MTV.
Does he skateboard also?
I think he did some skateboarding, yes. I think he started as a skateboarder, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to ask him.
Do you think this would be a good way for me to interview him? Like, just read facts?
Yeah, skateboarding and snowboarding.
Hey, so you became the youngest U.S. Open slopestyle champion 2003, right or wrong?
Right or wrong? True or false?
True or false?
Yeah, he's the guy that was in the background of that commercial with Jeter was in it and a bunch of other things, and they're watching through a glass wall at an office worker, a bunch of office workers working.
I don't remember
and it's
that
supposed to be the difference between, the excitement of watching sports and the boringness of watching an office. So they had all these exciting sports guys watching people working in an office, and he was on a skateboard behind them all, just kind of going back and forth.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of The Office, how great is that show?
Show's fantastic.
Does that freaking show just grow on you?
Hysterical.
At first I was like,
Yeah.
Now I can't get enough of it.
Very funny.
I cannot get enough of The Office.
Yeah.
I have a lot of catching up to do, too. I've only seen about 5 or 6 episodes.
Hey, DVR them.
Well, that's what we're doing, and then I got the first season that I've watched a couple times now. I just can't get enough of that show.
Yeah, Steve Carell. It's hysterical.
And Scranton is just a hellhole on earth.
Yeah.
I have driven through Scranton so many times going up to Western New York, I can't even tell you.
It's everything in the show is done perfectly. Like, he's the perfect fucking asshole mid-management guy. They're in Scranton at a fucking, a paper supply company.
All hoping to move on to bigger and better
awful.
things. And it's never going to happen.
Did you see the episode where he took his little trip to New York for the day?
That's the one I got DVR'd.
Dude, it is so fucking funny.
Really?
He's in New York looking around. Yeah, Big Apple. Like, he's such a pro at being there.
Yeah.
He goes, hey, let me get some New York pizza. That's what I hear about the New York pizza. It's fantastic. And he walks into a Sparrow's in Times Square. Get a slice of New York pizza.
Good old New York pizza.
Yeah, he's horrible.
He's one of the funniest guys out there right now.
Is he just an ass? 'Cause I only saw the British version where the guy was the best portrayal of an ass I've ever seen.
Dude, he plays the perfect middle management jizz bag.
Yeah, because the British version, when they brought it to America, they're like, oh, God, there's no way they're going to be able to make this show as good as the British version. But I think they have.
It's a perfect balance of him trying to be the boss of a few people in his little sector, and trying to be their friend also, and they all just think he's a complete tool, which he is. So they talk behind his back and everything, and he's trying to be palsy with him. It's a great job. Funny fucking show.
What year is it in? First or second year?
Second, maybe third season?
Could be third.
Maybe third. I don't know how these seasons work anymore.
I don't either.
They used to have one season a year. Now they got like 2 seasons a year on some shows.
Sometimes they pump out 7 shows, take a break.
Yeah.
Another 8. And they call it 2 seasons.
And I hate you because I'm addicted to American Idol. I've never watched American Idol this far in my life.
You just were the ones that watched the auditions. And
barely the auditions. Maybe the first 2 shows.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, oh my God, it's all about the DVR. Because now I just tape everything. It's like, okay, of course I can now watch American Idol whenever I want.
Anytime you want. But it's kind of sucks now to DVR it because they give the results out. And then you know who wins, who's voted off by the public, and then it's not worth watching.
Right.
So you're going to have to watch out now. There's going to be spoilers out there.
Well, they had all the chicks on last night, and they all suck except for, 3 of them?
About 3, maybe
it's not even
4.
Close.
But the rest of the girls, so many of them came out, and just the first note out of their mouths was just sitting there watching the show and went, ugh. Just awful. Don't know how they made it through. A lot of them look hot. I think there's more hotter chicks this year than there have been in previous years. I noticed that.
The one looks like she should just be a stripper.
Yeah.
What is she doing?
One was doing
the
stripper move.
She is so hot, but she stinks at singing.
The girls got to realize, too, they can't do that squat like they're taking a dump on the stage move. It is so unsexy. Some of these girls really look good, but as they're singing and trying to get some notes out, they squat like they're taking a piss in the woods, and it's not sexy. Some of them can't sing, and others look really good. That Mandisa, Mandiesel.
Yeah, for the people that aren't watching American Idol, this one
big
black
fat
lady,
black chick with an ass.
She could sing, but she is just a mess.
She's too fat.
Her ass is so big that it moves differently than the rest of her body.
She's got one of those. She's big all over, but she's one of those that are big, and then her ass just takes on a whole nother state of bigness, and it's distracting to watch. You can't even watch.
Yeah.
I hope they pick another big fatso as the American Idol.
They're not going to.
No, they can't. They don't sell as well as the skinny chicks.
As far as the women go, it's going to be either this Paris chick who did Midnight Train to Georgia last night.
Yeah.
16-year-old black girl.
She brought it.
She brought it.
She brought it.
She brought down the house, and then that
I found a little hammy, a little ham-handed.
And then Lisa Tucker is the other one that's going to go very far.
The Pickler.
I love Kelly Pickler.
Kelly Pickler.
She is freaking...
She's down home country.
Gorgeous.
Middle America's going to love her.
Her father's in jail.
She's got the charm.
And her father isn't in jail for disorderly conduct, by the way.
No.
He's in jail for some serious shit. Like, he ain't coming out anytime soon. And here's this sweet, innocent thing with the crazy voice.
Yeah.
Are you saying Mr. Pickle's in a pickle?
He got himself in a pickle.
Like, she lives with her grandfather. She has no real family. And she just sings her heart out, man.
Here's what else I noticed last night for the first time. I think they're doing on Idol. I don't know why. I could speculate, but there's a little more effect on the microphone than has ever been before. They were singing, for the most part, at this phase of American Idol, into a pretty dry mic all the other seasons. So you really got to hear their voice. And when they made mistakes and when they went off pitch a little bit, now there's a lot of echo and some kind of other effect on the mic. So they're sounding a little better, and it's covering up these fluctuations in pitch that a lot of them have a problem with.
I was wondering if they were singing over a track.
It wasn't weird? No, it was just more effect on the vocals.
Just more effect?
And I think they're doing that to keep the people from voting off some marginal singers because either they have a good personality, they look really hot, and they want to keep those people in the competition, so they're covering up some of their singing flaws.
Now, you're an American Idol expert, right?
I try to be, Opie.
I've never gone this
basis.
far with this show.
Mm-hmm.
Is America smart enough to vote off the dummies?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Usually they get it right. Yeah, usually they get it right.
Because the girl from, I think it's Dobbs Ferry, where's that, by the way?
Who cares?
It's somewhere around here.
It's in New York.
Okay,
yeah.
and she's the one that is really hot, that has kind of stripper moves.
Yep.
No voice whatsoever.
None.
Is America just going to vote for her because she's a hot piece of ass?
No.
Or do they take their voting seriously?
They take it seriously, and a lot of times will not vote the hot piece of asses off, or they will vote them off if they're girls. Guys, on the other hand, if a guy is a good-looking guy, he will be there till the fucking end because these little chicks, these little 14-year-olds, are dialing like crazy for their boy band-looking guy, even though he stinks. That's what happened last season.
Then I feel sorry for Poindexter.
Oh, well, that guy better be good.
From Long Island.
Well,
our Long Island hopeful.
Levittown, Long Island. We got us a geek that's going to be up there tonight.
Oh, my God.
They're all hoping that they're going to be the Clay Aiken. They're going to take that Clay Aiken little train to stardom. And because Clay was quite the geeky-looking guy, still is. But if you see his audition from American Idol, he was really fucking geeky. They did as much as they could to that guy to make him presentable. And I guess that's what they're hoping for with any geeks that are on the show now, you know?
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting. The only reason I'm watching American Idol is because of that gray-haired dude.
Yeah, I want to see that.
That's what got me hooked on this show.
Yeah.
And he's got soul. He's not going to win the thing because he doesn't look the part. Because you have to look the part as well. But the guy's
got the Michael McDonald look from, what was he, in the Doobies?
Right. But the guy's got something. I don't know what it is, but he's got some soul. He's got some Joe Cocker in him.
Little Joe Cocker moves.
He's got the blues in him.
Bluesy voice, but he's got, it's American Idol, and he's got a head full of salt and pepper gray hair. And he just doesn't look the part of an American Idol.
Right.
But
creepy. Looks like Alan Thicke. Nobody wants to look at him.
Tom in South Carolina.
Hey, guys, man, I don't know where Paula's getting her drugs at, man, but she turned into a fucking teen wolf last night, did she?
Yes, she did.
That was strange, man. I never seen anything like it. I didn't know if it was Planet of the Apes or Teen Wolf, and I figured it out. I think she's just, I don't know. She's just a Wolfman-looking thing last night. Had the hair. It looked a little darker than usual, too.
There's something going on with Paula. The first couple of shows, she was okay. And then, I don't know, I'm seeing some type of intoxication.
Yeah, Tommy in New York saying the same thing. Tommy?
Oh, yeah, I was saying, how fucking hammered was Paula last night?
See, Ed and I were kind of, a friendly argument in the office. I was like, man, I just didn't notice that.
Yeah.
But now that Than has pulled like 10 clips of Paula Abdul sounding high.
Now,
so you might be onto something after all, Ann.
Again, the audio's okay, but visually, when you put the words with the picture and you see her eyes at half-mast, she's looking around. She looks at the contestant, and she just phases out.
Right.
She looks at Simon, and she's looking through him. Just a mess.
All right, we have Sean White outside the studio. We got to get him right in.
He's by the coffee machine.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Well, get the Flying Tomato in here. We got to do some radio.
I bet he.
We've been stalling for like 15, 20 minutes, huh?
I bet he drinks a lot of coffee. Extreme.
No, it's Red Bull, bro.
You think Red Bull?
A lot of Red Bull.
Red Bull and espresso.
Wakes up with a Red Bull, no problem. Yeah, bring him in. 1 minute. All right, he's getting coffee. Sean White won gold in Torino. This is very exciting for the program.
Gold medalist.
He better have brought the medal. Or is it already in a safe somewhere?
Is it one of these things where they don't get it yet? Like the Oscars, they have one Oscar that they hand out to everybody, and then you go backstage and they take it from you, and then you get it sent to you engraved?
We'll have to find out. By the way, these medals look so stupid in Torino. They look like donuts.
They look like CDs.
CDs, right.
Golden CDs on a ribbon.
Right. They look dumb.
We have to get our own gold CDs for our own staff.
Right.
Give out medals to everybody?
I completely agree.
What's up? All right, we're just waiting for Sean White. He's getting coffee. What is he doing?
He's getting coffee. By the coffee
Getting
machine.
coffee? All right.
We should have someone getting him coffee.
Right.
Kind of host.
Olympic gold medalist, sir.
Let's say hi to Nutsack. Nutsack, what's up? Nutsack.
Hello?
Hey, man, what's up, man? I just want to let you guys know, Sean White, the guy's been royalty in snowboarding since he was like 7, 8. He's been doing tricks just jaw-dropping since, like, kindergarten. Hey, the guy's been forever snowboarding. He's by no means, like, new on the scene in the circles of snowboarding. The guy's just, he's been unbelievable since, little kid.
Yeah, he's a phenom, and here he is, walking into the studio. Sean White.
What's up, Matt?
You do have it?
There it is. Doesn't everybody just want to see that damn thing, man?
Yeah, it's so funny, man, because I'm like, we've been doing a bunch of different shows and stuff like that, and whenever I pull it out, they're like,
oh, there it is.
Freak.
It's one of those things that not many people get to even see, never mind touch or, it's friggin' Olympic gold medal. God damn.
I don't know why, but it's kind of just me maybe, but like, kind of sounds dirty when everybody asks me about it, because they're like, yeah, whip it out.
Yeah,
whip it out. Let me touch it.
Let me see it,
like,
man.
All right. Here. Ooh, it's heavy. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's kind of creepy.
It's cool, though. I mean, we'll never see a gold medal for what we do.
No. There's no gold medals for this.
There's no gold medals
wow.
and shock jocks.
That rocks.
It's pretty cool.
Jockery.
Everybody wants to know if it's heavy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think, like, when I got it, I would have been pretty bummed if it wasn't heavy.
Yeah.
Did all this for what?
It's like painted styrofoam with some macaroni glued on it.
I could have made it myself.
That is really cool, man.
No. That is a ticket for women just to take their clothes off. All you got to do is just hold that up in a bar.
That's it.
Shine it.
Yeah, just dangle it and they'll follow you.
Yeah, you glare it into their eyes a little bit. What's that? Oh, nothing, just my gold medal. Sorry.
No big deal.
Yeah, I'll put that away.
Well, you almost didn't make it to the finals. I was watching the whole thing with you.
Yeah.
Like his first run, he had kind of a crappy landing, and it took you out of the finals for that run. And he had to nail it the second run, and you did. I mean, what were you thinking?
Yeah, it was intense. I mean, I got to I did my first run, and I kind of got overwhelmed by the whole situation because I was so relaxed that I didn't really pay enough attention on my run, and I fell, and I'm just like, oh my god, what am I doing? And I mean, after that, it was all this pressure because I'd been, like, kind of undefeated this year.
Right.
Like, I've won every contest I've been in.
He was, like, the favorite by...
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I'm the favorite.
Miles.
And I just thought, like, man, how terrible if I was just, like, the favorite and get all the way to the Olympics and then choke. And I'm just, I'm thinking about that at the top of the run, and I'm just like, fuck.
Can you imagine the pressure, though? The first run, he kind of choked. I mean,
yeah, it was
right?
heavy, man.
And he wouldn't even talk to the reporter or anything. He just was like, fuck you guys. I gotta focus, man, because if I choke on this next run, I'm out. I'm not even going to be in contention. And then you just nailed your run.
Yeah, thanks. You know what's funny is what people don't know is that I had to wait an hour 20 before my next run. So to sit there and kind of hang out and watch runs.
But the coverage makes it look like you only have to wait a few minutes.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
what were you doing in that hour and 20 minutes?
I was just taking runs around the mountain because I didn't want to sit there and get all nervous.
Yeah, just start thinking about it too much.
So you just go up another ski lift and just practice somewhere else?
Well, I would just lap around the half pipe. Because, there's this run that goes down the side of it. So I was just, with the U.S. team coach, just taking laps. And, I mean, then I show up and my run's ready to go. And I just did it. I was so mad at myself for falling the first time. I'm like, there's no way you're going to fall again.
Yeah, but the moves you guys make, I'm amazed you guys aren't falling more often.
Man.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's such a mindset when you drop in. Everything kind of goes blank for me.
Yeah.
You hear your they let what music do you want to play at the top, and
what did you choose?
I had some Back in Black.
Nice.
Yeah. I was rocking it because everybody else was all my friends were full on hip hop guys.
Yeah.
So I was trying to hold it down.
That's cool.
And I mean it was intense, but once you drop in, you don't hear the crowd, you don't hear any music. It's just kind of you just kind of flow through your run.
Before you even start, do you look at the competition and go I got this?
Well, it was intense, man, because you're saying I was the favorite, but then it was weird. All the other riders were you're doing so good. You're riding awesome. And I'm like, all right.
That's almost like a jinx.
This is good, but this is sketchy.
Do you have jinx mentality in your head where it's
sure.
since everyone's saying I'm the favorite, this is gonna fuck me up?
Yeah, tell me about it. I was undefeated. And I've won all this stuff, and then I get there, I'm just man, I thought it was the build up to just some disappointment.
Can you imagine?
I know.
Do you still hang with people you grew up with, skateboarding and snowboarding, and they're maybe working at the deli and you're earning gold? Do you still kind of keep touch with people?
Yeah, it's a trip. I mean, a lot of my friends from way back in high school and stuff like that. Well, not way back, it was last year.
Right. Way back.
I always say
in September.
I always say when I was younger, because people get mad when I say back in the day.
But you've been doing it for so long that it's all
crazy.
relative,
That's what it feels
Yeah.
I mean, it was I think most of my friends that were really good friends of mine were friends that I would skateboard with or would do things with.
Yeah.
But most of the normal friends, it kind of got a little weird. But, yeah. I still stay in touch with a lot of people, but I mean, those are I have just a couple good friends, so it stays fun.
And you pretty much knew you had it at 6 years old. Is that true? You were just.
It was weird. I mean, I just felt like it was right, and I don't know. I got sponsored when I was 7. It's kind of I didn't have a choice.
Sponsored when you're 7. Opie, what were you doing at 7?
Wow. Trying to ride
I'd ask Jimmy, but it might bring back some memories he should keep repressed.
I was being sponsored by pants that are easy to clean shit out of. That's what I did when I was 7.
Yeah, it was crazy, and it wasn't because I was the coolest guy on the hill. It was Burton Snowboards was coming out with a kids line, and I kind of just fit the profile, and I mean, being that young, they're okay, well, you keep riding doing well, we'll get you another board, and it just
You're
went
just
from there.
hey,
I mean,
free boards, man. This is great.
And it was strange. I started entering contests, and I just started winning, and then it just went from there. I went pro at 13, and yeah, it's kind of a blur.
See, that's just the natural ability that it's something that somebody else can take lessons and train and do it and just not be as good. There's some kind of natural built-in ability that earns you Olympic gold, man.
Thanks, man.
How about the girl that fell, who was going for the gold? She had it. I don't remember her name, but it's pretty.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's part of the sport, right? To hot dog it at the end and stuff.
Not in that competition.
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
that's just hit the line first.
I mean, she went for this thing. It's called the method, where you kind of tweak it out sideways, and I would have gone for the layout backflip personally, but I don't know. It was weird. I've never really seen that kind of happen in competition. I mean, what an event to try that at, but
yeah,
it's just, what the worst was is just it just sucks that she didn't get the gold because she was the favorite as well.
Yep. And she had it, man. That's right.
And it's hard because everybody's kind of going off on half pipe and this and that because she's snowboarding. Yeah. And I was just trying to like tell people in interviews like there's a big difference between half pipe and snowcross because like I didn't even know snowcross was still around before it got in the Olympics. I was like, that's still going on.
What's still doing that?
You know what I mean? And then like out of nowhere, there's all these like snowcross athletes that are like the favorites, and it was strange. But I mean,
is there a respect hierarchy at the Olympics? Like, is snowboarding? Because I know when snowboarding was introduced to the Winter Olympics, it was kind of looked at as, here come the the hot doggers and the snow bums, and they're taking over our sacred Winter Olympics. Is it still kind of like that? Are there people that look down on the snowboarding?
Yeah, it's a bit different. I mean, we don't really mix with the biathlon athletes.
Right.
You should have seen me at lunch. At breakfast, because we get up so early because it would take a couple hours to get through security. And so, man, my hair is just huge, like off to the side. And I'm like, where's the toast? It was like the funniest stuff. Like going to breakfast. Like I swear, people were like, who the heck is this guy?
Yeah,
like, what is he doing?
Here?
I mean,
and then you have to walk around with the guys in their luge outfits.
Yeah, no, they're all spandexed out. I didn't want to mess with the biathlon guys.
Yeah, because
they got guns, man. Yeah. And I'm like, this is
they get to
like
shoot.
One of those guys is gonna lose it. And I was like, I was all paranoid. I'm like trying to be all nice to him.
Yeah,
trading pins and stuff.
Don't screw with those guys.
What sport did you see over there where you just rolled your eyes like, come on, man? Is it the luge?
It was weird.
Is it the curling?
I would have said curling, but then like the curling girls were pretty like
they're pretty hot.
Yeah, which I was surprised. I thought
that
it was
one
like,
Russian blonde Russian chick.
I thought it was gonna be like old men, but it was like
no,
babes.
They got a curling calendar. All the hot babes they have their own calendar.
The girls of curling.
I'm a big curling fan now.
That is a good calendar. No, I mean not that I've seen it.
It only goes to March.
It's not that it's on my wall.
But the luge where they're just going ball bag first down the mountain is just
that
the silliest thing ever.
Crazy,
like the head first one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I thought that one's intense.
That's just someone on a sled. We all did that growing up.
Torpedo.
I swear, like if you look at the sled, that thing's so rickety looking.
Yeah,
I'm like, where did you get that?
It's gonna be as light as possible.
Do they drug test you guys in snowboarding?
Yeah, for everything, and that was weird because it was the first time I've ever had to have that go down, and it was the weirdest experience ever.
You would think they would give the snowboarders a pass.
What is it?
They're like,
what does that entail? Bringing into a room and
like normally, like most of them are pretty legit, where they like they gotta watch you while you're peeing, basically.
Yeah.
And like I had some weird ones where this guy got on like one knee. And it was like it was like this German guy, and he was like super intense about it, and he's just like, all right, okay, go. And there's some pressure, man. There's some pressure, and it was so man. No, he got down like level, and he's like, all right, and go. And it was when just.
Did he score you on it when you were done? That would have been a little. And the German judge
got a good flow, I was waiting for him to be a critic about it, but my friend Danny, who got the silver, I understand what he went through because he went in there and got like stage fright and like
couldn't do it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And I mean it's weird. Like
that is strange.
Some like pee under pressure, man. It was heavy.
Yeah. Any reason you're back here and not kind of hanging out and?
Well, like. I don't know. I figured that it'd be way more fun to come back and just run around.
Are you going back for the closing ceremonies, or?
I'm thinking about it. I don't know. It was weird. It seems like it's more about the kind of show than the athletes.
Yeah.
So I figured I'd kind of just run around and do all this stuff.
Grab your gold, hit the plane, get back.
If I was him, I'd be just walking all over Torino with the gold medal.
Yeah, but you know something? There are a few people walking around Torino with golds. He could walk around here. No one's got one of those things around.
Good point. And you're going to be on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine?
Yeah, we just saw the shot the other day. It's pretty cool.
It comes out Friday. Shaun White, the Flying Tomato, will be on the cover of Rolling Stone.
Don't tell me you're wearing nothing but your gold medal in front of your genitals, and there's a German doctor.
How did you know? Who told you?
Rolling Stone seems to always like doing that kind of thing.
If I knew I had to take a leak for the German guy, I would have just ate a lot of asparagus the night before.
And then the worst thing is that afterwards you got to like play with it. You got to like pour it in this jar, pour it in that jar, like take a little sample. Like it's kind of weird.
Should have seen what he did with it when you left. Gargled with it.
Little schnapps.
Yeah, and so we have this like kind of bet going, like we're trying to just see like how much I can pay my friend to like kind of spill some on his hand, but then like try to shake the guy's hand afterwards, and like, you know what I mean?
But see, the snowboarders are making the Olympics very exciting.
Yeah,
I mean, it's fun, and I thought that was the best part. Is like
before that, it was the guys with the aerial. What is it called?
Like
the aerial moves,
acrobat skiing or something.
Whatever. The snowboarding is much more exciting. How high up off the ramp do you get?
It depends, you know what I mean? Like, some people go bigger than others, but like,
I mean, you guys are way up there.
If you think like the wall's like 15 feet, and then you're maybe like 20 off of that, like you're pretty high up there. And the sketchy part is if you pull off the wall too far, you'll go all the way up out of it, and then you'll come all the way to the bottom.
Oh yeah, so without any wall to come down on.
That's the knee breaker.
Yeah.
Other than that,
how do you first do? Like, you have the idea of a cool move. How do you first do it safely? You can't just fling yourself up 30 feet and decide you're going to, spin yourself over and come down. And, that worked like I had it planned in my head. Is there a safe way that you guys do this?
It depends, like, what trick you're going for and this and that. But, I mean, the best advice I had gotten from, like, other pros and stuff, they're like, just commit and just do it. Because, like, you'll see kids and they'll go for, like, a backflip. Just a, straight up backflip. And they'll panic upside down and just stop spinning. And that's probably the worst thing you can do. Now you're just stuck upside down. And so
down in your
it's
head.
one of those things where, like, you got to have it straight in your head and you got to just go for it. And I mean, it helps having other people, like, you see other people do something and then you kind of like imitate that. But there's a bit of, you just kind of got to go for it.
How do you practice new moves? You just go to the hill and do it, or do you got to do it in a pool? Or
I mean,
how do you figure that crap out?
Yeah.
You just do it and hope for the best?
Just do it.
Kind of,
but like crap they're getting away with. Like,
how did you first do that? Yeah, what was the first time?
You got to do it first.
Yeah, there's like a gradual build-up, though. Yeah, because it's like, you like with the spins. The spins are, people think it's kind of like, they're like, oh, these crazy spin moves, but it's a 360 is just a full circle, and like, 2 full circles is 720, and so like you build your way up. You just add another 180 on top of everything, and sure enough, you get from like 360 to like 1080. And it's just kind of like a gradual thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that's like
you allowed to skateboard, or have they made you sign off that you are never to step on a skateboard again? Because I know that happens with a few guys, right?
Yeah, like some people have like kind of strict things.
Yeah.
That's more like football.
No, they kind of let you.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's one of those things.
What do you do more?
I snowboard more.
Yeah.
Just because I started competing in snowboarding first. But, like, I love skating. I can never quit because there's a certain point with me where once the snowboarding season kind of ends, like, it's kind of winding down right now. So, like, all I want to do is go skateboard. And skateboarding's like I stay at home and go skateboard.
Right.
So it's awesome. I mean, I'm at the beach. I got my friends and I go ride.
What a life this guy has.
And then, I mean, once skateboard season ends, I mean, I'm stoked to go snowboard again. And that's like the best thing.
That's kind of cool.
I never get over it.
Something to look forward to, no matter what you're doing. Yeah.
Well, a lot of guys want to say hi here. We got Sean White in studio. The Flying Tomato, won gold in Torino. Molehead, what's up?
What's up, boys? How you doing this morning?
Pretty good.
Good. Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, man.
Hey, I'm one of those 3 listeners that you picked up when you signed on to XM. Just wanted to ask Sean a question, if that'd be all right with y'all.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, man, I was just curious. I was watching the X Games, man, and I saw your first run down the half pipe. It looked like you were holding back a little bit on that first run. How do you feel about that? I don't know, man. Your second run was way better than that.
In the X Games or the Olympics?
X Games.
X Games, yeah.
Oh, the X Games you had a problem, too? With the first run?
Yeah, well, yeah, I
He's
fell
a
on
first
the
run choker.
No, that's I mean, it's a habit. I'm trying to break it. No, I mean, it helped having some practice with that one. Having all the pressure on the line.
Right.
But
what was more exciting, the X Games or the Olympics?
I mean, the X Games was awesome, and I can't kind of like knock on that event just because it's kind of like where our roots are from.
Right.
But I mean, the Olympics was one of those events where it was just like the world was watching. Like, it wasn't just, and I'd never been there, and I've never won that event. Well, I'm trying to.
But it's, yeah. But I mean, Olympic gold is one of those things that you're now in a category of elite that is very limited.
It's just different. Like I didn't understand this, but I understand now that I'm home. Like people would come up to me and they're like, I'm proud of you. Like, way to go. Like, you held it down for us.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like a weird connection there where I wasn't just riding for me, and I didn't just like win the medal for myself and
you get any
my
people
family. It was just like
you for the U.S. Sell out, man. You get any of those guys?
Nah, man. Like people are pumped.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Like, man, forgetting your roots, man. You sold out, man.
I was counting on you, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, it's fun. It's just like everybody's just kind of happy.
They look like they're just having a great time. Let's go to Mike in New Hampshire. Mike.
Hey, Sean, you rock, man. I've been watching you since you were young, dude.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Friggin' awesome, man. Cool movie. Where's it going from here, man? Half pipe. You think we're going to start seeing 12s and the pipes? I know Burton just built like a huge pipe somewhere in Colorado. Where's it going from here, man?
You know, that's a good question because, like, what was heavy at the Olympics was people were doing 12s and stuff like that, and it was really cool to see the fact that the judges just didn't score that well. I mean, it's changed a lot. Like, you have to have, like, the good style with the trick. So if you don't grab your board through the trick, like, it's hard to spin that much without grabbing, or you know, grabbing while spinning that much. It's pretty difficult. And so, like, those guys, you know, some of the European riders would just, like, let go of their board and, like, whirl around, and it looked more like gymnastics than, like, you know, like, stylish tricks. And so I think that was, like, what was huge is that, you know, I had the judges come up to me, they're just like, do a big, clean run. Like, don't sweat all this stuff. And, I mean, that's what I did. I just made, you know, the best run I could and just really smooth, and you do good landings. And I think that's, like, where it's going is, like, really big, stylish spins like that.
What's a 12, by the way? What does that mean?
12?
Yeah.
Well, you got, you know, 180 is like half a circle. 360 is a full circle. So then it's, what is it, 3 rotations? 3 full circles?
3, 6, 9. Yeah, 3 would be a 12.
Let's go to Bill in Philly.
It's crazy. It's, you know,
it's insane.
It's just a lot of spinning.
It's a little early for that.
Well, not that I'm not athletic, but some listeners might not.
Bill in Philly, what's up?
Hey, guys. How you doing today?
All right.
Sure, I wanted to ask you, I watched you on the X Games and then in the Olympics. You seem to have something going on with the bandana, like you're going to rob a bank. Is there any reason behind that?
It's funny how that all worked out, because I was at the mountain once, and I mean, I hate getting sunburnt. It's like the most annoying thing, and I try to go back home and like hang out, and I got this crazy goggle tan, and so I ended up this girl that I was hanging out with like borrowed my sunscreen and didn't give it back, and instead of getting the great idea to just go buy a new sunscreen, I tore my t-shirt sleeve off and just kind of ran it around my face, and it was crazy because I didn't get sunburned, I didn't get windburn, it was awesome. And then I went to X Games, right? And without realizing it, I did X Games wearing the bandana. And then after that, I go to the hill, and there's all these little kids, like, with masks on. And I had this little army. It was awesome. I was like, yeah, like, this is cool. And, like, I mean, I had these, like, group of Burton snowboarders, like, these little kids, and they're like, we want masks, too. So I tore up all my shirts, and, like...
Bunch of moms all pissed off that their kids were missing a sleeve on their shirt.
It just became this thing, and... I mean, I wasn't trying to to be cool or anything. It just kind of happened.
Just one of those things.
People getting sunburned.
Yeah. And it's funny now because, like, I put it on, I kind of get in the zone, and you're like, you know what I mean? You're all like, sketchy guy. But I ran the red, white, and blue bandana at the Olympics. My sister, like, made it, so I thought it'd be fun to...
Yeah, it was definitely cool.
Yeah.
Bob in Maryland, what's up?
Hey, Sean, I want to say congratulations. That's awesome for you.
Thank you.
I watched the interview you had with Bob Costas, and it seems like he was just a complete dick to you. Was there something that happened there?
No, it was weird. It was intense because we were talking for a minute, and it was like...
Wait, what did he do? That was bad.
Well, no, like we were hanging out, and we were talking for a minute, and he seemed like he was really fun. And then we sat down to do the interview.
He's not fun.
And it got serious. It got serious.
Serious.
I mean, he's like, so what's the deal with this, and what's the deal with that? And then out of nowhere, he's like, so you're gonna get mad ladies with this medal, huh?
He said mad ladies to you?
Yeah, he said something like that.
You're gonna get some mad ladies?
As he's straightening the tie.
Yeah, the tie.
Mad ladies.
You got to think he's old school and doesn't understand why snowboarding is even part of the Olympics.
Yeah.
You got to think he's one of those type of guys.
He was pretty cool. Like out of all the interviews, people, you know, I've been doing a ton of interviews.
Yeah,
like he was, he was
Mad
way
ladies.
better than most. Because like you're sitting there and they're like, And this is the fat rod. Back to you, Charlie. And you're like, all right. And I'm like, did he just say fat? Like, he's like, did I say that right? Fat. You say
Fat.
that. Come on. I know you guys.
I know the kids are all using that lingo.
Yeah. You guys in your Pac-Man video games. And I'm like, what is this guy talking about?
A bunch of tolls.
Yeah.
How many interviews have you done since winning gold?
Oh, man. Just from
go ahead, sorry.
Oh, so yeah, just from like winning the medal to like getting to the car that took us down to Torino. I mean, there was like 40 interviews right there. It was crazy,
man.
And I just like one to the next, and they were pretty bent on talking to me because I kind of like blew them off after I fell.
Yeah.
Because I was pretty upset about it.
Yeah, you want to get your head back together.
Yeah, and I didn't want to sit there go like,
yap to
so
somebody.
you fell.
Right.
And it's
yes,
all
I
awkward.
did.
I'm like,
thanks for pointing it out.
Oh, yeah, you saw that. Yeah.
I was hoping that no one saw. Yeah.
Any crazy interviews? Anything that stands out? Like, I'm sure you had to talk to people that are speaking different languages.
Barely speaking.
With translators and all that.
Yeah. It's got to be rough.
What do you think of Japanese television? And I'm like, well, konnichiwa. Those are the best. But I think the most fun I've had so far is I went on Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah. And I mean, that was awesome. I sat down and I just, I was kind of feeling it because like whenever you can just like this and you just play around with it, it's fun.
Yeah,
and
just talk.
you don't sweat it like where people try to get all serious and I could talk serious if you want, but it's way more fun to just kind of
just hang
mess
out.
around and so you'll love this. I did this interview at CNN and I mean it's CNN, like it's pretty serious.
Yeah.
I had my brother on the floor. And so you couldn't, you know what I mean? It was just kind of cropped out where it's just my shoulders. And so out of nowhere I'd be talking and I'd like put both hands on like my chin or something, and then out of nowhere his hand would come into frame and like play with my hair or something, and she's like, who is that, who's on the floor, who's cousin it, and called him
ruining our interview.
And so he pops up and we're both doing like shakas and stuff, and, like pointing at the camera, and I'm like, there's too many handsome men on your show, hold on, I gotta get him out of here. And like so he bails, and then she was asking me about like being on the plane and like how intense it was, like what I did with the medal. I'm like, oh, the stewardess were loving it, and I was taking photos, this and that, and you'll love this. So I was saying, like, after that, like, the stewardess were hooking me up with, like, everything. Like, I had snacks and drinks and da-da-da. And she's like, drinks? Aren't you 19? And I was like, I'm talking about Mountain Dew, baby. You know what I mean? And I called her baby, and she freaked. She's like, he called
they don't like baby or honey.
Yeah, and so she tripped out. And so we're on our way to Georgia to do some more fun stuff.
Did you have to actually put the medal in the little thing to run through security? Like when they tell you have any medal on you, and you're like, oh yeah, let me just put this in the tray.
Oh yeah, I have this.
He like pulled it out of my bag. Like, what is this?
Hey, this is.
We'll have to confiscate this.
Let's go to Jimmy in Chicago. Jimmy.
Yeah, Sean, great job. Totally respect what you did for the U.S. as an athlete. But what I really want to know is how much sex is going on in the Olympic Village. I heard it's totally like an orgy there.
Yeah, we've heard all sorts of things about that. They just hand out the condoms 12 at a time.
Is that what it is?
There's just a bucket at the bottom. No.
Yeah.
Well, they did a whole piece around Valentine's Day about all these athletes that fell in love during the Olympics and even changed countries because of it.
Really?
And they met in the village and,
I sent out a few candygrams here and there.
Yeah. I would think you'd be busy.
It was funny because, like, it was kind of hard to talk to the other guys. And, I mean, even the snowboarders that I knew on other teams, like, you'd roll up to the Russian team. And, I mean, it was cool because you would talk to your friend, but then there's, like, 4 random guys that were, like, the coaches and the trainer. And, I mean, it was intense.
You got to think it's like little gangs in the village.
Yeah.
There's the
For
Russian
real.
gang. There's the American gang.
The Russians were wearing these, like, sketchy fur pelt coats and stuff, and I'm like, man, those guys are gnarly. And
Moscow.
So it was kind of divided up, and you weren't sure if you were like allowed to talk because you were like U.S. and they were this, and I mean, it was intense. But
did you get respect?
There were some cute
Did you get
girls
respect
and
from
stuff.
all the other countries?
Huh?
Being from America, you get respect?
Yeah, like, I mean, everybody was really kind of everybody else, and that was the coolest thing to see, is like everybody just kind of got along.
What athletes had the attitude? Just the, like, don't even talk to me.
Well,
I'm thinking figure skaters or...
Yeah, like, I mean, like I was saying, the biathlon guys were pretty intense. It was because, like, our event was first.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure all the partying got down, like, after everybody did their events. Because before that, it was kind of... It was like intense going to breakfast. People had their like game face on.
Yeah, you got to
early.
think.
They're like, ugh.
You know, you're at the Olympics.
I'm ready.
Once
like,
every 4 years, you screw this up.
Yeah,
you know.
It was intense.
It's going to be a few years before you can try it again.
Yeah. Hey, was Johnny Ware, he the bad boy of figure skating? Was he like intimidating everybody in the village?
Oh, he was everywhere. It's like, that's my cereal. I'm like, whoa. I didn't know these Frosted Flakes were yours. I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
That is really good.
Are there any family members of yours that still kind of look at you like you should get something to fall back on? Like because a lot of people don't make a living doing what you're doing. You're doing very well, but sometimes, because I've even noticed, sometimes family members, they think you're still just hanging out with your friends and playing. And why don't you get serious and get a real job?
Yeah.
Do you get any of that, or do they all realize, hey, this is my career? And
yeah, I hope Olympics cleared that up.
Yeah, maybe that'll do it. Knocking them over the head with the metal.
Swinging it around. Nah, I mean, that's what was funny is I'd, like, go to the doctor's office and, like, I'm like, oh, am I all right? Like, kind of crashed on this hit. And they're like, what were you doing? I'm like, oh, I was snowboarding, And they're like, well, how old are you? What are you going to do after that? And I'm like, well, things are going pretty good,
Yeah, really good.
And, they're like, what are you going to do? I'm like, I was thinking golf. I don't know. Like,
he's got 3 houses. He's
be on
doing
the
just
beach
fine.
somewhere.
Yeah. You got 3 houses? That's true?
Yeah, like...
Nice.
I got a couple more.
It's like,
I got a couple more.
It's weird because, like,
very, very good.
it wasn't like it wasn't to like have a bunch of houses. It was just kind of something to do with my money and just being smart, I guess.
Well, one was featured on Cribs.
Yeah, that was what was funny is I bought that house when I was 16 and.
Oh my God! What's a 16-year-old's idea of a good house to buy?
Yeah, it was at the beach. And I was like, yes. You know what I mean? I was just happy because I could see girls walking back to their house from my house.
That's the criteria. When you get older, your criteria for buying a house is like, well, structurally it's nice and good neighborhood. The school district is fun.
Let me bring an engineer in here to make sure it's.
Can I see chicks out the window? Sold.
And so I traded a snowboard for like an air horn. You know what I mean? Those like amphitheater like. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I would yell at him as I go by. And I got in so much trouble. Like, I had this, like, full-on park ranger guy show up at the house, like, you're soliciting the minors. And I'm like, whoa.
I'm a minor, idiot.
Yeah, no, but, I mean, and I didn't really understand that you can't really own anything until you're 18. Mm-hmm. So, like, I was just, like, my parents kind of bought the house with my money and then put it in a trust for me, and so I owned it in the end, but... It was weird. It was fun, and then I mean, like houses on top of that just for some investment. And I mean, it's funny. Like here and there, you'll totally get that person that just has no idea.
Yeah.
Like we were in Aspen, and these people, like, I mean, they were super kind people, and they invited us up for wine and cheese. And I'd never gone to the wine and cheese party before. So I'm sitting up there, and like the kids totally got it. Like they had these kids that were, their cousins or whatever, and I'm signing autographs for them. They're like, "This is kind of big, huh? This whole snow ski
kind of big."
And I'm like, "How did you guys avoid seeing that giant half pipe at Aspen?" I mean, I'm like, how is this not?
Yeah, some people just
But,
aren't.
like, the older ladies, like, it's sick.
Yeah. Oh, so you do what?
It's still fun. You're like,
That is really cool.
I'm doing all right.
Where are you off to now?
I'm not sure
big
yet.
Day of interviews, or?
Yeah, today is just kind of packed full. I'm going to Martha Stewart.
Are you doing the Martha Stewart thing?
Martha and I are going to kick it.
We saw her doing something with, what was it, Snoop?
Snoop,
and she was trying to rap. I swear, I really wanted to just try to jump out this window. It was so embarrassing.
You were trying to bootleg it. You're like, this is the
gonna be some big.
This is the goods.
Oh, she's probably gonna try some lingo.
Yeah, when she does the lingo, just remember us. Remember that we told you how silly it's.
Please give her one-word answers only, no matter what she asks you. What are you thinking? I don't know.
but no, they gotta be better. Like splendid. Like, like how was the Olympic gold? Splendid.
All right, one more call.
Extraordinary.
It's terrific.
We have Mike in DC. Mike.
Hey, Sean, awesome job. Could you tell that really, really funny story about your brother playing with your hair, or maybe you getting extra snacks on the plane? I mean, it was so fucking funny. I almost drove off the side of the road.
I don't get it, Mike.
All right.
What are you getting
I want to
at?
party with that guy.
I think Mike was insulting you.
Hey.
I think that was an insult.
Mike, was that an insult?
Mike?
Come on, Mike.
Anthony,
You gotta
you're
get
so
something better.
sharp. You guys got to be a little bit harder on some of these guys. I know you're awesome on.
All right.
Sean.
Why are you wait a minute. Look, why are you allowing the Arab Emirates to buy ports here in this country, you son of a bitch? Is that the question you want me to ask him?
Dude, we're just hanging out with Shaun White.
We're hanging out having fun with a guy, you unfun bastard.
What kind of tough questions you ask about a snack? Were they pretzels or chips, goddammit?
We want all the
Were they
facts.
cheese nips? What was it?
Ask him the hard questions.
I want to know.
I enjoyed
The guy's
my
on
time.
a high of his life winning a gold medal at the Olympics.
We're just excited to have him in the same room as us.
Hell yeah.
Please hit on Martha Stewart the whole time you're there. Yeah, you have
I'm
to.
like, just like
Rubber leg.
Sean, what are we promoting today? You're going to be on the cover of Rolling Stone Friday.
Yeah.
You got a video game out, right?
Yeah, well, we just did a press release, and yeah, I'm doing a game with
That's got to
Ubisoft,
be so
that's
cool
intense.
being in a video game.
I mean, those guys, like, they make the best games. I'm so stoked to be with them. I mean, it's going to be crazy. Like, I could do whatever I want.
Is there a part for us?
What? You guys...
I could be like the first snowboarder. I could be the first snowboarder in the game.
The hack?
Yeah.
The hack guy that you just, you start off with, and then they get up to you eventually.
It'd be better where you guys are just, like, heckling everybody in the pipe.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Look at that pansy up there. What's he doing? You know what I mean?
No, we don't ask the tough questions,
Oh,
so
yeah.
we can't.
Can I at least be in the video game, even if I'm the German guy who's kneeling and watching somebody?
Kneeling for the urine test.
Yes.
I gotta brag here a little bit. You're looking at two guys that were in Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, no way.
Well, yeah.
Yeah?
You got to play the game all the way to the end to finally
get our 2-second voiceover, but we're in there.
You
yeah.
ever play GTA?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, we're part of the one of the talk stations.
Very happy with that.
We do a little call in.
Yeah.
Opie, look what's in front of him. Shut up.
Well, I felt
Stop trying to impress him.
I'm starting to feel like we're on the same level here, Anthony.
I'm just, I got to get my mitts on it, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
Is that driving you nuts? Everybody touching it?
No, I mean...
How many times a day are you cleaning off someone else's fingerprints like that?
Like all nasty, greasy.
I like show up on the Kimmel show, it's just fingerprinted out. Well, yeah, here it is. Like, it's kind of... Hold on.
Yeah, we should...
I'd buff it up.
Damn, that's nice.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's funny.
This was awesome. Shaun White,
yeah,
the Flying
thanks
Tomato.
so much, man.
Yeah, thanks
Very
for having
cool.
me.
Thanks for stopping by, and I don't know. I was going to say continued success. I mean,
but
please.
that's a given.
Whatever.
Why say something like young and hip like Bob Costas did.
That was fat. I'll see you.
Yeah.
I'll see you later. Bye bye.
Thanks for the fat interview. We're back with the Opie and Anthony program. I'm so happy to see that Pal Talk is agreeing with what I'm about to say on the show.
Yes, Pal Talk gets a little advanced info.
I keep forgetting about that. We got the
Mike's
Pal
on.
Talk cameras, in studio. People are checking us out all over the country through the Pal Talk, and they get to listen to what we're talking about as you guys are listening to promos and commercials and shit.
I think this is the only radio show in the country where you have the potential of listening in on what goes on during the breaks. Like even MSNBC, I guess, that's what Imus is on.
Yeah.
You can see during the commercial breaks sometimes, but they turn the sound off.
Right.
You're not listening in. This show, you can hear the crap we're saying when the mics aren't on.
And we say the real shit.
Sometimes I forget to turn the mic off during sensitive material. And
there are times I'm like, Anthony, please tell me the Pal Talk audio was down.
There are times we do have to shut it off if we're talking about business matters.
Right.
That's what I want to do. I want to give 1,000 people insider information on the stock or something.
Well, what we were
go to jail.
What we were discussing during the break, that guy Mike from DC was kind of a buzzkill, and I'll tell you why.
Mike was a cock.
Shaun White was here, the Flying Tomato. He won gold in Torino. It was just exciting to have him on the show.
And let me tell you, and I'll be totally honest. Cool guy.
Very cool guy. We were hanging.
Very cool.
I thought it was a fun interview, you know. Yep. Is it one of those interviews like, oh, my God, you got You're not going to believe what Opie and Anthony did today. No, but it was just a cool hang.
That was fun.
His people that came with him and publicists and said it was the best interview he has done, and he's interviewed with everybody. They said we did a better job than the Today Show and Bob Costas and the rest of them.
Because there's no pressure.
And then
you
Mike
just
is
sit
like,
down and talk.
And then Mike is trying to blow up our spot, saying, "Oh yeah, the tough questions." We're just hanging with the guy. It was cool.
We were supposed to go over there, grab his medal. Opie was supposed to. Beforehand, heat up a cauldron behind him, and then because Opie likes to break things, so heat up a cauldron and then throw it in and melt his medal down, so we could all laugh at him, and then throw the molten gold in his face.
We like to do the unexpected.
What an ass.
We like to do the unexpected at times. Yeah. But also at times we just want to do the hang.
You can't shit on a gold medalist for no reason. It's stupid. Why would you?
We have this reputation that you sit in the seat and come in here, we just beat the shit out of you. That's just not true. There are people that deserve that treatment, and yes, we'll go down that road.
G. Gordon Liddy's another person who sat there. He wasn't ripped apart. We had a lot of fun with him for how much fun you could have with G. Gordon Liddy and not get shot. But that went very well. A lot of people emailed and said it was a really good interview. But some people are just like, dude, you should have. They're giving us advice on how we should interview these people.
Or Dick Cavett when he was here. Nobody trashed.
Right.
What do you trash Dick Cavett?
Dick Cavett, a legend.
What?
The interviews he's done, the people he's met. That's what I wanted to know about, and that's what we talked about.
We're finally turning this thing around. I mean, no one wanted to come on our show because of our past reputation.
Yep.
We'll still be dicks when we have to be. Yes, of course.
If a Steve the Whistler sits in that chair, you will get the host being assholes to this guy.
One-man Star Wars guy.
One-man Star Wars guy. Come on. Come on.
Shaun White's not one-man Star Wars guy.
If Shaun White would have walked in here with some kind of attitude and given one-word answers and, been a dick or something, you'd have seen maybe us be a little more, a little less cordial.
Yeah, but
no, the guy was great, a lot of fun. Had some cool stories. The German fucking watching him piss story. It's very funny. It conjured up an image.
Yeah.
Take a knee. Yeah. Take a knee, you Nazi, and look at that redhead's cock.
And they told me on the way out that they were supposed to do Stern, and now they're blowing off Stern because they got what they wanted here.
There you go.
They really enjoyed
more listeners, by the way, over here anyway. So
right.
Yeah, the guy's got a gold medal. It's not like he has a disease of the mind.
Well, this is it.
Gold medal winner.
I'll sum it up. We can't just shit on everybody. We can't do it. Because then no one will come on this show.
And I asked good questions. I was like, so what was that like?
That was riveting.
That was a good
man,
one.
To give people...
Jimmy, were you even in the room?
Dude, I don't fake it. I know nothing about snowboarding.
So, you're over there in Italy?
Yeah. Do you have any pizza or whatever?
I was literally out there going, is Jim in today?
As Alex Rieger once said, better to remain silent and be thought the fool than speak and remove all doubt. Alex Rieger said that. I didn't know about it. You two are doing a great job. I had one thought. If I wanted to chime in, I chimed in. My March line didn't get what it deserved as I smashed.
Wow. Let me tell you.
I have complete faith in that line.
I looked over and wanted to choke you.
Why? That wasn't a bad one.
It wasn't?
No.
It only goes up to March.
Because you were talking about hot chicks and curling calendar, and I said it only goes to March. I was saying that there were only 3 of them.
I don't think there was enough info in there to get the joke.
Okay, well, it actually was, but it was just
a little too smart. You were a little too smart.
Yeah, what do you think I meant? What do you think I meant? It's just a nutty 3-month calendar, you.
I was trying to. I don't know. I was thinking of when the weather got warmer.
No.
I know now, no.
What kind of goose would I be?
I was silly, funny. Not the... Okay.
No, because Opie said the chicks were hot or something.
Well, look at how hot this chick is.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
It's Dee Dee.
Oh, my God. It's Anthony Michael Hall.
Right.
That is...
I thought it was Chastity Bono.
This is the girl curling competition?
Well,
they missed the fucking thing.
What do you expect?
They stunk. They missed the other rock. They didn't knock it out. It went straight through the target.
They weren't able to curl it enough.
How do you win this?
It's like it's kind of like marbles. It's kind of like horseshoes. The scoring's like horseshoes, basically. Hey, Manny.
Wait, let me do this for Jim. The backwards car crash for your joke.
Manny, what's up?
Took it back.
Hey, I just want to tell everybody that you guys are being a bunch of sensitive bitches this morning.
No, we're not.
We are not.
Bear in Maryland.
We're not at all, dude. We're just talking about how we feel, and I happen to feel fat and unattractive.
I'm bloated. I'm retaining water.
So you know what happens when guys are in a room for so many months on end like this? Our periods all sync up, so we're a little sensitive to that.
All right, Bear in Maryland. What's up?
What's
Bear.
going on, boys?
Hey.
Bear.
Hi, sweet Jimmy.
Hi.
Hey, I just wanted to bring some... You must have a whole lot of new listeners with the Howie map and everything, because people don't realize that the Flying Tomato is not a serious questions-only candidate.
Right.
No.
I mean, this is someone you just want to hang out with and be cool. You guys aren't,
And we also can tell when someone...
for crying out loud.
We can also tell when someone comes in here and if they're going to call it in or if they're going to have fun. That guy really enjoyed his time on the show. It was a good hang. He was supposed to be here 10 minutes. He was here, I think it was close to 40 minutes.
Yeah, he was loving you guys, man. I mean, that's what it's all about, chilling out, hanging with the stars, man.
I mean, if there was
Gold medal, are you kidding me? What are you going to ask him about conditions of the third world country? Give me a break.
There you go. Thanks, Bear.
I'm punching out.
All right. Enough. We got to move on here. Dave in San Diego. Dave.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Dave.
Hey, Jimmy, you did ask the tough questions. You asked them what a 1200 was, and they had to count on their fingers to figure it out.
360.
Oh, yeah.
6, 7, 20, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1080.
It still doesn't make sense, though. Or did it?
Well, 1080.
1080 and then
another
120.
120. See, but it's a 12 and change, I think.
Yeah, maybe it's not exact math. I just didn't know what it meant. I don't know anything about it.
3.5 times around or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it's like just 3 1/4 or whatever
12.
it would be. Or
What?
3 1/3, right? 3 1/3, I don't know.
I think you need a half or a Foley to fall down.
It's gotta.
Yeah, you got a quarter. You land sideways.
You can't land on a quarter. That doesn't work.
I thought of a stupid thing I should have said, too, to make myself sound young. I didn't think of it.
What would that?
I was talking about this girl. I said, she was babelicious. All the young guys
All
like
the
that.
kids are using that word now.
Yeah.
Hey, before we see what Bill Burr's been up to, we got to say hi to Dugout Doug. He's been on hold for a long time here. Doug, what's up?
Not just here.
Oh, it's no problem at all. Yeah, we've been working since about 6 o'clock this morning.
Yep. How goes it?
What the fuck do these people pay $12 a fucking month for? This show that he puts on is fucking ridiculous.
Oh, Howie's show?
Not even ours.
You don't understand. 10 minutes into the show, they play the fucking "Wake Up, White People." That's from fucking 20 years ago, isn't it? The fucking Wood Ye. Oh, douchebag says what? Are you fucking kidding me? You're still fucking doing that?
Doug gets agitated.
See,
Holy shit!
The ONA Pests, they're going after Howard now, and they're not happy about it because they have to sit around and listen to that.
Yeah,
horse
the
shit.
worst part. See, the Pests are in battle, and then people go, "Well, how is it a battle?" Because they're making calls, and they're the ones that are doing the assaulting. They're not being assaulted, but they are truly. They have to sit through these awful shows in order to assault it, and that's where we get our most casualties from.
They're like doing the surveillance, those guys who sit in the van just waiting for something incriminating, fuck.
They gotta listen to just babble before something happens.
Yeah.
This is not a lie. I was on my way home from work last night with my girlfriend, and we're in the car. We're listening to a best of.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Hawk, that's E-Rock, right?" "Yeah." "And he was also Sex Bagel, right?" "Yeah." See, when a joke gets beat to fucking death on your show, you come up with a new joke. You keep, the Steve songs have changed 3 times in the past year and a half. They are still playing fucking Wood Ye. Do you know how fucking pathetic that is? That show is horrendous. That show fucking sucks. And not only that, I sent you guys some audio yesterday. I think they got it there for you.
Yeah.
Where he's talking yesterday about how FCC has been keeping him down with their finger on the dump button for the past how many years or whatever.
Yeah.
First fucking call from a pest this morning. That motherfucker dumped on the whole fucking call. The whole call. What are you paying for over there? You're still getting 20 minutes of commercials. He's doing live fucking Corona reads or whatever the hell he's doing. Why is anybody even paying for that shit?
It's a revolution. It's a revolution over there. This is the new unbelievable radio that is well worth what people are paying.
And the message boards, some of your message boards, some of the ONA message boards, they smash the shit out of me when you get the fucking when I call into the show. Do you realize that, like, Bob the Juggler called in already today, Mike the Dwarf, Fred the Midget, Frank the fucking Retard? They have the same people on every fucking show, and they're all something the something. I'm going to be Doug the Caller. Is that fucking original enough?
You know what the problem is? We have a lot of listeners. He doesn't. He likes to think he does. He likes to think there's something going on over there. But he's not getting calls from all over the country. He's getting calls from people that subscribed because they were part of the show. They were the hardcore fans. But there's no more calls coming into his show just from regular people around the country because they're not listening to him.
Now, they're not taking our calls because we're not like,
Oh, yeah, forget about the pests.
Bill the Magician or whatever the hell you name.
Well, you guys just keep the battle going.
But I'll tell you this, we are pounding the phone lines. We've been leaving Tim Sabian some voicemails. We have his office number. We've been getting through to their, we have a couple of their private lines we've been trying to get through also, but they keep telling us that it's busy and they're not taking calls. But amazingly enough, every time I've called, which has probably been about 80 times this morning, the same person I talk to, because I do a different voice and a different name.
Yeah.
I'm the first fucking caller every time from Opie and Anthony.
Well, here's some audio from this morning.
All right, let's listen in.
Let's say hi to Justin. You're on with the great Beetlejuice.
Now, do you take Viagra, Beetle? Oh, yeah. You
All right, thank you. More desperation.
Really?
Huh. That's right.
Isn't that guy late for work?
Yeah. Oh, my God, the desperation over at XM continues to grow.
Bro. How sad.
Yeah.
How sad that guy is.
Yeah. I believe that guy offered too much profanity.
Yeah, it's sad. It's really sad.
I didn't like the profanity.
See, now he's trying to come up with
Yeah,
an
cover
excuse.
up why you dumped out of that. Too much profanity. No, you're not willing to confront these people on the air.
Way to do
That's
real
what it
radio,
is.
Howard.
That's what it is.
Way to do real radio.
Bitching for years. How long did he bitch that dump button had to be used on his show? They're tearing my show apart. The FCC. Blah, blah, blah. I'm being censored. I'm being edited. And he won't confront people. He uses the dreaded dump button. The dump button he bitched about for years and years and years now has his fingerprints all over it because he will not confront our pests. And pests they are. If you didn't hear that, Dugout Doug said 80 calls. Yeah. Only a psychopath pest sits there and calls 80-plus times.
And I don't want
you can't defeat these people.
I don't want these guys to get down on themselves. You do understand you're getting to him, right?
Oh, definitely.
You're not going to get the big phone call on a show probably, but every time you get through and every time you get you talk to the screener.
It's killing him.
Because the screener, just like our show, will go and talk to him and say, Howard, it's just out of control. They will not stop. And that drives him nuts.
Remember, he said there are 4 listeners that they have. That's what Howard said. Our 4 listeners. Show him what 4 listeners can do to his fucking phone lines. Go ahead. Show him. There's only 4 of yous, right? Oh, it should be easy to sort through all the 4 phone calls there, Howard.
Even if there was, there'd still be 320 calls.
Oh, I know. And you're right, because they're pests, and even 4 of them could do that. But there's thousands of these people, and they will tie your phone lines up, and you will not put a call through. But like Ope said, don't let that discourage you. You're still winning because it's tying up his phone, and every time he's got to dump out, it's pissing him off more and more. And he will get off the air today and lose his fucking mind to his staff, to Tim Sabian. Believe me, we've seen this. We know how this works. He will lose his fucking mind. Take pleasure in that.
And eventually he'll just explode on the air, and that'll be the fun.
Oh, the culmination of your fucking hijinks, you pests.
What number are we using today, Doug?
He has other shows. I'm sorry, what was that?
What number are we using today?
For his show?
Yeah. We'll give him a plug.
What the hell is it? I'm sorry, I got to go back by the computer. I don't have them memorized.
Is it 212-584-5330?
That's one of the office lines.
Oh, that's an office line?
It's like their warm line.
What about 212-584-8880?
That's another one of the warm lines.
Warm lines. Oh, oops.
Yeah, like not really like a hot line, but for Fred the fucking whack-a-mole guy or whatever the hell, you know. But he has other shows on the channel, and apparently he gets a little upset when we fuck with them. So we'll have to fuck with the show after the show, and then we'll fuck with the show that is after the show about the show. And then I think no matter what they put on the 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time slot, we're just going to slaughter whatever they put in there from now on.
All right, Doug.
We're going to hit whatever that is every night.
All right, have fun with this, Doug.
We're going to have a blast.
All right, give us a report every once in a while, all right?
Okay, and take care.
All
Bye,
right.
doll.
Bye.
We should all be something to something. I kind of like us all having nicknames. I don't have any.
We'll come up with a nice nickname for you.
How about for everyone, not just me?
We'll start with you.
I don't like that.
Hey, the Truckin' Bozo. Where's the Truckin' Bozo? Like, what channel? Does anyone know? He does a show on XM for truckers and stuff. He's a cool guy. I've heard his show. It's interesting to listen to, and the truckers really dig the Truckin' Bozo. He was talking about us yesterday. Listen to this.
And I hope I can call Opie and Anthony my friends. And because I listen to their show, I know a lot of the guys mention. I find more and more drivers mentioning Opie and Anthony every day. And
so far, so good, right?
Yeah, it's going good. Going good.
So far, so good.
I like it.
And I'm just waiting to see. I'm just waiting to see the real battle start, because I don't think it's really started yet between Opie and Anthony and Howard Long. I mean, if I was making $500 million $100 million a year, I would at least get a haircut. I certainly wouldn't walk around looking like some homeless damn bum who sleeps in a window or sleeps in the door of a store down around Battery Park in New York City. I would get a haircut. That's just simple. I've let my hair grow long a few times, but I've never looked like that. If my father were alive and saw me dressed like that or with my hair like that, he would pull the gun out and shoot me himself.
Oh. Thanks for the help, Truckin' Bozo.
Wow.
Truckin' Bozo.
I like how much he had to explain that, the homeless guy thing. That's like, if I was a farmer riding on a tractor, harvesting corn at 5:30 in the morning, it's just like, evidently you didn't get a laugh on the homeless thing, so you had to fucking explain
We love the Truckin' Bozo. We just might have to help him out with some material as far as the Howard thing goes.
I just thought he didn't have to be that harsh.
It was a little harsh.
Was that a run-through, or was that did it actually go out on the air?
That went on the air, yes.
Yeah.
He's a fan of the show, and he's helping us out. So Truckin' Bozo.
In his own way, thank you.
He's on Channel 171 Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time, all right?
Yes.
God, is that funny. Let's say hi to Tammy in Texas. Tammy, what's up?
Hey, I was just going to tell y'all that Howard Stern ripped off that whole, virus deal. When he was on Letterman, he was going to spread, the herpes virus and all this bullshit.
He actually stopped himself because he realized he heard that before.
Yikes.
I remember that interview. He was starting down that road and went, and just stopped. So...
Yeah, and another thing, I think Howard invented curling, too.
Thank you, Tammy. Bill Burr in studio. He was talking about, the last time we saw you, you were here for Schizo Bill. We haven't talked to you since.
Yeah, I had to go to therapy after that one.
Yeah, Bill actually takes a little guilt home with him from
I'm
this
always
show.
with you guys. This is the arc of your fucking with people who are completely defenseless. It starts off a little weird, then it starts getting funny, then it's fucking hilarious, and then I don't know what happens.
Goes into sadness.
So when I was standing in that booth and I was looking in here at the back of that guy's head as he was sitting here by himself, that one point when he just goes, I just want to get out of here.
I just want to get out of here.
Yeah, at that point, I'm just like, all right, somebody.
Let him go.
Throw in the towel already.
We fucked with him for an hour.
And then Ron and Fez fucked with him.
That bit is being downloaded like crazy off Audible.com.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious, but still.
It was hilarious.
It's always funny until you go back out on the streets of Manhattan.
That's what it is. Then you see kids, and you see decent people, and you just, I don't know what happens.
That's what happens. It's the walk from the studio to the parking garage. Now, I take that walk with Bill a lot of times. We leave the show, have a little chat up the sidewalk, and Bill will just talk about how god-awful it was, how he feels so bad about the poor guy that was a schizo, and how we just... I don't know why I jump in while it's happening, and then once the show's over...
I was looking for reassurance.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, man, that was that kind of got bad there towards the ending, huh? I just see him. He's got his fucking Vietnam 12-mile stare as he's walking to his SUV.
That's what I do. I
still
try
see
to...
those people as human, Bill?
I try to leave it.
Anybody can blow anybody away. He's giving me that speech.
I try to just leave it here in the studio. My walk... back to my vehicle is happy, and I'm going home, and that's it. But Bill, in my ear, just this whole, I felt bad for the guy. That. I get into my truck, and I'm like, what the fuck did we do today? We did this poor guy.
I'm the John Leguizamo character.
Yeah, this poor guy is a schizo, and we just hammered him. We're going to come in and tell a couple of... Fucking Billy, get out of my head! Get out of my head! I am not walking.
I was fine
with you.
The first 47 minutes, guilt-free.
Right.
It was just when he was in here by himself, looking like he was 8 years old.
And he was digging for medication.
Oh, yeah.
He
There's
couldn't
people
handle
talking
it
in his
anymore.
head.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have gone fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. It's just like, Jesus.
He was desperate for medication that he accepted water from an imaginary person. It was an imaginary person in his mind, the beekeeper guy. He actually accepted water.
I thought he was going to lose it.
Good news. He's going to be part of our St. Patty's Day broadcast.
Extravaganza.
At the Hard Rock Cafe.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is the problem I now have. I should have been more like Anthony. I felt so bad, I ended up sending him a couple of CDs. Now he won't stop emailing me.
Now he's your pal.
Yes.
See? Now he's your pal. You gave him some CDs. He's probably thinking that maybe you could help him get into comedy.
Oh, yeah, all of his personalities have been asking questions.
Sure.
Here's what you got to do if he emails you. You email him back, fuck you, bum, send.
How many different personalities from MySpace did he try to have you make friends with? It's the same guy, but
Schizo Bill, Kooky William. Bunch of shitheads.
Let's go to Jim in Pennsylvania.
They all stink.
Jim, go. Come on. You got to jump right in.
What's up, guys?
Hey, man.
I was going to say the funniest part of that entire thing, I thought it was done. He went through the whole Ron and Fez thing, and then Ron comes in his voice. Hey, as always, it's Fez Whatley, and who are you? Dude, I freaking lost it. I had to pull over. It was so funny.
Way to bring it home.
Yeah, that was a good one. Knocked it out of the park.
Let's go to Jen in New Jersey. Jen, what's up?
Hey, I just wanted to let you guys know that I called the numbers that you sent out for Howie, and they're disconnected, both of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Way to take it on there, Howie.
Right?
Bring it on.
You said we only had 4 Army members.
Oh, the Army.
Why would you disconnect phone lines?
Exactly.
Interesting.
We got more audio, by the way. Another pest getting through.
James, you're on the air in Miami. Go ahead, James. Robin just got back from Miami. She said it was fabulous. 80-something degrees.
Beautiful weather.
Hey, Howard. Hey, I just wanted to give you props and, welcome you to satellite radio.
Thank you.
I wanted to say that Opie and Anthony are better because I listen.
Yeah, well, you know what? Here's hey, James, I told Pharrell this about you guys.
Yeah.
He got all freaked out about the ONA Army. And let me tell you something, James. James, let me tell you something. Me, you don't freak out. It is so sad and pathetic to see XM now scrambling for anything they can get. It is so over for them, for XM. It is amazing the fourth quarter hit that these guys took. And James, you know, the Army it just is not a really good Army. The Army bullshit is just so gay.
It's over, Johnny.
What are you, a general or a corporal?
They all do that.
Hung up. Go ahead. This one.
No, he didn't hang up. You hung up on...
Said, dude, it's Five Guys. I've seen them. They've been all out in the streets.
Five Guys.
What's Five Guys,
they don't
Howard?
know what to do over
We're
that.
Howard, don't do this to yourself.
There's millions of people out there who have not
Shut up, Paul.
Yet.
Shut up, Paul.
Yeah, go get them. Make an attractive show.
Oh, no.
It's got to be killing XM. It's just got to be killing them.
No, it's really not.
Look at the momentum. My God.
You look at the momentum around here. They're rebuilding this entire place. We're doing so
look
well.
at what's going on with our company.
Yeah, look.
Long pause, long pause.
It's just amazing.
You all right, Howard?
It really is.
You all right?
Yeah, that's where the excitement is, actually getting people to do something they hadn't done before.
And not to be a part of this has got to be killing everyone. And getting Oprah isn't going to help. Oprah's not even going to be... you're never going to see Oprah
it
out there.
might have to be Oprah and Anthony for
Yes, yeah, that...
actually listen to
Oprah and Anthony. Oh, she's ready for her own show. She's ready for her own show.
Oprah and Anthony. Now, wait a minute. I kind of like that.
I was going to say, I think that was kind of funny.
The black hole is ready for her own show. God, Howard. You have all that time to fill. You don't have enough confidence in Robin to give her own show, do you?
Yeah.
Do you? Do you?
Do you, Howard?
And this is where our excitement comes from. This is very exciting for us to make his life a living hell.
It's a lot of fun. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Is he going to lose his mind? He is going to run to Tim Sabean. Here's what's going to happen after his show today. He's going to run to Tim Sabean over there and start yelling and try some way, shape, or form to have Tim call Opie to stop this. I guarantee you that will happen. He is losing his mind.
Well, we're up for the challenge.
Yep.
So far, Howard is coming out and saying, this is pathetic and all, and they have 5 listeners or 5 Army members. I saw the 5 Army members on the streets. You don't see 5 people. You see hundreds of people. You don't notice just 5 people hanging out in a crowd.
No.
You notice hundreds of people that are from the Opie and Anthony show. That's a fact. We've been in the same situations. You don't see 5 people that are from some cheerleading squad or something.
No.
Yes, I would.
But if you see a group of people that is enormous, then you take notice.
Yeah. Yeah, 5 people.
We had a huge presence, and he knows it.
5 people just screwed up your phones.
So we'll take the challenge. So far, he thinks it's pathetic, and he thinks it's we have 5 Army members.
Yeah.
All right, we're up for the challenge, Howard. Let's see if you're still enjoying it a week in, 2 weeks in,
a month
in.
A month and a weekend.
That's right, Jimmy.
Let's say hi to David the trucker. David, what's up?
Yeah, it seems that I heard little Jimmy Norton last night on the Cool Guy show on the Boneyard.
Oh, Jimmy,
Yeah,
comment. I did. You heard me, or someone hurt me?
Yes, I heard you. You were spitting on the Cool Guy.
Oh, is that a promo or something? It was probably a promo I did for the Boneyard, which was a goof, but it was right after we fought with Cool Guy.
You don't tell us when you're going off doing these things?
Oh, I gotta tell you about every offer. I turned him down. No, we had fought with Cool Guy, and Charlie Logan had me do promos for Boneyard about Sabbath and all this stuff, a bunch of them, and he wanted me to shit on Cool Guy, I think, which I really didn't want to because we had kind of had it out, and I was like, it's done, man. I don't want to be a dick. That might have been audio actually from this show where I spit. I don't know. But afterwards, I was like, why?
All right.
Like when Jimmy spits.
Me too, but I didn't want to do it down in D.C. in a promo. It's like, whatever, we're done with that.
Mean-spirited.
Good point, Ant. That's what I'm trying to say.
We got to get back to the Paula Abdul stuff.
Oh, that's where we were going.
Well, we could take a break. I don't know where. Okay, it's right there. Bill Burr in studio. Bill, what are we promoting today? You got a gig coming up, right?
Bananas. Out in, was it Hasbrook
Heights?
Yeah.
Bananas. How was Poughkeepsie? I heard you were very funny, which annoyed me.
Oh, it was...
Why does that annoy you?
Because you don't want to hear that your friends are doing really well. You don't like hearing that.
Jim. I was performing in the basement of the Best Western.
Oh, you do the same thing I'm doing too, yeah.
Your Letterman set was very funny too.
Oh, thank you very much.
I was listening to that the other day.
Wait, that's got to be weird, by the way. You're on Letterman on Friday on TV, but in
reality,
in your real life, at that very moment that you're on Letterman, you're in a basement somewhere doing the same set, right?
Oh yeah,
that has got to be so
just
weird.
a lot more fucks are thrown in there.
Yeah,
well, you got to
stretch. It's hilarious. You're literally you do Letterman show, it's like you're whisked to the top of the entertainment. It was Donald Trump. Last time I was there, I can't remember who the hell it was, but it's some sort of, celebrity making like $20 million a movie, and you're like, wow, I'm right next to it.
Here.
And then like the very next day, you're like, keep it going for him, Pete. You stand next to a fake plant and an inflated banana. That was the thing. They had like all these bananas. They wait till you go there, dude. It's so... Like, the background is just so wacky. They got all these bananas.
Oh, I've been to Bananas many times. Yeah, it's the worst song in show business history.
What?
Hey, we have no bananas. We have no bananas
that
today.
Gets played?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, did they play that? That was the theme song for the club.
Well, you know what kills me is they give you a room at the place, and you're on the ground floor, and the comedy room is right below me. So I'm sitting in my room, and I'm listening to the host go, hey, how you fuckers doing? And it's like coming right through the floor. And I'm just thinking, there's no way they rent these rooms out to old people or people with kids. And this dude was clean compared to me. I can't imagine.
Yeah. You up there
screaming the fuck word.
Potty mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
I will not stay in that hotel again. Last time I was there, I left.
Really?
Yeah, hotel stinks. I love the gig,
like
though.
it?
No, I certainly hate it.
Good gig, bad hotel
Great
room,
gig,
huh?
shit hotel.
But that's got to be weird. You're on Letterman, and you're waiting to go downstairs to the basement to do comedy on the same night.
Oh, yeah. Happens all the time, my friend.
Yeah.
With a lot of
Not
girls.
all the time, every couple of months. Now, there's a lot of psychos. I attract psychos. I don't do, I have the exact opposite of, like, Dane Cook's fans. Like, every once in a while, I'll get, like, a Superfinger fan will email me. It's some chick, and when I go to their MySpace page, they'll have, like the music, Censorship God. It's always, like, some sort of Mandy Moore kind of horseshit going on. I'm like, wow, there's a new demographic. I just do not... I'm jealous. He gets all those fucking 18 to 21-year-old Mandy Moore hot chicks, and I get, schizo bills and just a bunch of animals.
I would fuck 90% of his fan base.
Oh, yeah.
They're all chicks, and they're all hot.
I'd fuck the other 10% just to get to that 90%.
I know, and those are the guys. I'd go through all their assholes just to get to their chicks.
And you could mentally justify knowing what was at the other end of this.
What's at the end of it. Just keep peeking over the line. Like, all right, you done?
No, his fans are ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, why don't we go to break with Bill Burr on Letterman? We played this once already. Let's play it again for Bill.
Yes.
It was a great set on Letterman. Congratulations, Bill.
Thank you.
And the plug again, where are you going to be?
I'm going to be at Bananas in Hasbrook Heights.
Starting Friday?
Starting this Friday and this Saturday.
All
and
right.
The following week is DC Improv.
Here's our pal on David Letterman, Bill Burr. You're checking out the Opie Anthony program on this fine Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Someone's flashing on Pal Talk as we speak here, Anthony. We love the wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's all about wow.
Wow. That's why I like sitting next to Anthony during these.
Yeah.
That's kind of like you. I just like looking.
You like looking up? Well, I can't put any
I like them
ladies
broads
up today.
over there with their titties out.
The broads. I can't put up any of the cameras today, so I'm not looking at any of the girls.
Well, it is Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Get the wow stickers on your rides, and then you're in the game. There are ladies out there that will flash you if they see the wow. WOW stands for Whip 'em Out Wednesday. The stickers are available through opieandanthony.com. There's an address. You send a self-addressed stamped envelope. We send out the WOW stickers. Okay?
Right.
And if you don't want to bother with that crap, make a homemade sign. That works just as well. But this has been working great for many, many years. Bill Burr in studio. We were talking about curling. We were talking about American Idol. I'm trying to see who else is into this curling thing. Bill Burr,
You're really trying,
another guy,
aren't you?
But then we were all talking during the break how we want to see, like, the amateur curlers. Because they make it.
This is the best of the best.
They make it look so easy on TV, Olympic curling.
Yeah.
You know, when they're sweeping, they never hit the rock. They never fall down on the rocks.
Dude, that is a great point, because this is the best of the best Olympic curlers. You can't find better curlers than the ones you're watching. So it looks like, oh, that's what you do.
Everybody plays touch football. You're not an NFL player.
Right.
It's just like bowling and all that.
You watch bowling. As a matter of fact, yesterday I'm going through the channels and bowling was on.
Yeah.
So I just stopped for a couple of minutes to check it out. And everyone's bowled. Everyone's, every so often you got nothing to do. You go, let's go bowling. You go bowling. You watch these guys.
Snowed in.
Yeah, snowed in. You go bowling. You watch these guys throw this ball, and it's teetering on the gutter, and then at the last minute it just curves in right into the pocket, destroys every pin on there, and they boom, boom, one strike after the other, after the other. That's the level of professionalism that we're watching in the curling.
Yeah.
So what is it like now? Because you've been bowling, gutter, 2 pins, 1 pin.
Well, because I've been studying this curling thing, and we're taking phone calls. I mean, it's really popular up north, like in Minnesota and all those dumb places. Canada. You know, and they have leagues and all that.
Dumb with their winners.
Here's the difference. There's 60 curlers, 40 of them are in the Olympics. There's 20 amateurs. Nobody plays this stupid sport.
I'm telling you, Jimmy, a lot of people are playing this on weekends and stuff.
You know they hit brooms.
I want to see those
they're
guys.
just lonely guys, Dan. Nobody wants to play?
Right.
Hey, who wants to curl? Bro, come on.
You know they're getting hammered. You know that they're running down the ice trying to sweep, and they're falling down onto the rocks and fucking up everything, and then you have to, like, place the rocks back to where you thought they were.
What happens in curling if the broom hits the rock?
We've never seen it happen.
It's got to be a disqual. Oh, look at this move.
Bravo.
Well,
that is.
I don't know.
No, you wanted to
knock them. You wanted to knock him out.
That was.
I bet you get like a bad broom, kind of like you get a bad pool cue.
Bad pool cue. It's a little warped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
that could
bristles.
happen. In the amateurs.
You know the guys don't have any form. They're just throwing it with 2 hands sideways and hoping for the best. You run down maybe halfway, sweep a little.
Well, that's what it
back to
becomes
your
by
beer.
the end of it. You're just waiting for your buddy to run down so you can catch him in his Achilles. Slide it right into him.
What trumps curling? Like, if you want to go curling, nah, I got to shift through my shit. I swallowed a tooth.
What do you say? Oh, but it would be a lot different. You got to think.
Wow, that's a good move. Look at this.
No, that was a horrible hit.
No, but he's going to
Hey, you're allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Wait. You're allowed to sweep in front of the other team's rock if you knock it and it's going out of the ring.
Yes.
To speed it up?
After it hits, then the other team that's kind of on defense can start sweeping away.
Come on, that's page 1.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
That's what I'm telling you.
I just learned something new about curling.
There's incredible strategy. You hit the rock. Right now, the rock that was hit, that guy was just waiting around. He could start sweeping, maybe sweep some of the pebbles in front to slow it down.
That's what they just did. They sped it up to knock it out of the ring.
Yes, that's what's so cool about this sport.
Well,
There's
now
a lot of
it's
strategy.
A fabulous game then that I'll watch 24 hours a day.
Professor, what does the sweeping do? Is it the friction?
I asked that same question the other day. I am not even sure.
They spray pebbles, like little pebbles, onto the ice surface with this special hose.
And the sweeping gets it away and makes less friction.
Yeah, I guess you're smoothing down the pebbles a little bit.
If you don't sweep as much, you can adjust the speed and sometimes the direction. Look at this move. Look at this. Knocks him out.
That was an easy shot, though.
So wait a minute.
There was nothing.
Wasn't an easy shot.
That thing is moving because of these pebbles. They're not on ice.
It's ice.
It's ice, but then there's pebbles that are on top of the ice.
A little bit, but there's little little,
tiny little ice pebbles.
It wasn't slippery enough.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
But that's how you can vary the speed and direction of the rock.
I'm obsessed with this curling. I'm sorry, but I am. I'm sorry.
Oh, this is the contract of wifely expectations.
Curling huge in Canada.
A contract where
it
leads to initial. What a prick.
Hold on 1 second. Effing Eddie from Kentucky. Go ahead, Eddie.
Hey, Dig, man, I coached ice hockey in Nashville a couple of years ago, probably right after that first Olympics, or last Olympics, and I've got my little kids I'm coaching, and I'm a transplant from up north, and we go out there, and there's these circles painted in the ice, and there's all these fucking stones with handles on them, so the little guys start playing with them before we start practice, and I'm like, it's fucking curling in Nashville, Tennessee, and these guys are real serious about it.
It's taking over, I'm telling you.
Rednecks curling, I'm going to find out when they still got
Rednecks curling.
I'm going to find out when they do it and take pictures. It's got to be a blast. We're always finding bottles, beer bottles and stuff on the side, so I'm thinking it's like bowling.
It's got to be a great drinking sport.
Well, it's Nashville, Tennessee.
It's got to be.
There's beer cans littered around everyking.
Eric?
Yeah, outside the library.
Yeah.
Eric, what's up?
I was so searching for the reference.
What's up?
Morning, boys.
This is the last curling call for a while, by the way.
Please.
Hey, Opie, if you want to try it, we have a private curling club right here in Jersey.
A private we're restricted.
Well, no, it's privately owned. We own the the building and the
private.
ice.
No Jews or African Americans.
I can give you my phone number off air if you want to try it. You come out and take a look.
It's called Bushwood.
Where?
It's in South Plainfield.
It's right off of 287. It's maybe a half an hour away from the city.
Why do you have it as a private club? Do you think that droves are going to come in, or I don't understand why it's private?
No, it's privately owned like an elk, so that we can have a bar and everything.
Do you
like
really
that.
think you have to worry about the Schwoogies running down the ice with a broom?
You tell Russ Howard I'm gunning for him. He's not as good as he says he is. He's going to have to play me to prove it.
That's funny.
You trumped me too. I had a good thing going, and you just made everyone forget about that. You knocked my joke rock right out of the circle.
Oh, I was curling. We're joke curling, trying to knock someone else's joke.
I had a good joke. It was heading toward the bullseye, and you just wham slammed it right out of the circle,
sweeping with my Caddyshack reference.
Actually, mine was more of a guard. It was an all right joke.
Yeah, so Opie, if you want to try it, I'll teach you how.
No, dude, I was just.
Are you gonna get behind him like the way a guy teaches a hot chick a tennis swing?
We'll move up the end of the broom for him.
He's going to be sliding with him.
Yeah.
I think this place is restricted, Wang, so don't tell me you're Jewish.
Yeah. Yeah, I would not want to play the game. I don't like cold games.
Yeah,
like
but
when
you're
on
indoors.
ice.
Dude, all you need,
I don't want to play
once
on
you
the
get
ice.
like 7 or 8 douchebags out there, you're all going to start talking shit, and any game's going to be fun.
Any game is fun?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You think if your buddies are out there, you'd actually enjoy the curling?
You would be talking. Look, you talk shit the whole game. How the person slides, his
You
fat ass.
suck.
Look at him trying to sweep.
What kind of insults do they hear? You curl like a Hawaiian. Some other warm climate area. You curl like a Brazilian. Oh, those are fighting words. Douchebags.
When does boredom set in, though, and you just start throwing the rocks at your friends and stuff?
After the first
that's
push.
what happens.
You know, you take it seriously for the first end. It's a 10-end game, and you're like, you know what?
You whale another rock into the one they're sweeping.
That's hilarious. You know what? That's the BB gun factor. Like, remember when you're a kid and you buy a BB gun, it's like the first thing you do a little target practice, and then 3 minutes later you're like trying to blow your friend's brains out.
Yeah. It does escalate fast.
That's true.
All right,
it's nice about setting up
You get
cans.
firecrackers. Ooh, let's try to blow up a tin can. 5 seconds later, you stick it into somebody's pocket.
Starts out with putting a little Dixie cup over it.
Yeah.
And it ends, throwing them at each other.
Well, there's a frog hopping around. What is this in my asshole? What's that crackling noise?
All right. Hey, we went off on an hour-and-a-half tangent. Oops. We're coming back on the highway here. So we were talking about Paula Abdul.
We've curled our bits, Opie.
Yeah, we're curling back to the
curling
American Idol bit. Are you watching American Idol, Bill Burr?
No.
I don't think so.
You gotta watch it just to hear what Simon says. Guy's unpredictable.
No, you know what? I actually watched it the first few weeks, and everybody really sucks. And
That's when I usually bail, Bill.
Yeah.
But this ass got me hooked on it. Now,
you gotta watch it.
I'm into the end now on this one.
Now they gussy them up. They dress them all up. They at first they don't care what they come in looking like, but then they do hair, makeup, clothes, teach them how to present themselves, how to address the camera.
Then they end up like singing like Barry Manilow songs,
it's awful.
and then they critique it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awful.
It's like Barry Manilow sucked when he sung that song.
And all the other shows, it's all about Simon and what he has to say. On this show, it's all about Paula and what she has to say.
Yeah, because she is, as far as I can tell, I don't know. What am I, a doctor? Of course not. So I don't know. But looking at her and having looked at people that have been under the influence of some type of narcotic, she does have a similar look and sound and delivery to those people that I have seen that are on narcotics.
Oh.
Which would lead me to believe, in my personal opinion, which isn't worth a shit, that perhaps there's something going on there.
You don't think it's just guilt? Or the fact that she knows if she actually auditioned for the show back in the day, she would have got booed off?
Oh, yeah. Oh, if she actually would have. Well, not if our judge was E-Rock.
Yes, sir.
Who is a huge Paula Abdul fan.
Oh, do you like Paula Abdul?
Huge. No.
Oh, now you're going to say no?
This is his old theme music we used to play years and years ago.
So what?
He likes this. Look, he's dancing.
Yeah. You right now want to jump up and yell the 2 steps forward, 2 steps back? How the fuck that went?
Do you like her
nowhere?
Do you like her edgier
2
stuff
steps
like
forward, 2 steps back?
Yes.
Cold-hearted
and you
snake?
starve to death because you're right there.
I'm with you, Bill. The edgier stuff. All right, so we got some clips of Paula Abdul just slurring and just saying dumb stuff.
Yeah.
From last night's American Idol.
Allegedly. Would it bother you if I kept throwing the word allegedly, but in the wrong places where you didn't need it?
Yeah, she allegedly said. No, she did.
It's on Wednesdays. Allegedly.
It was good. No sharp moments, but it was good.
Mandisa, you were phenomenal. Thank you. And I got to tell you something. To take on Hart is pretty challenging. And, you know, Carrie Underwood took on Hart and sang Alone. I think you broke the record for just magnificent. You were fantastic. What a way to start the show.
You broke the record for magnificent. It's just so she and her eyes are at half mast. She's just looking around. She's confused, trying to find the next word.
She's teetering into Tara Reid territory.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've noticed also that the girls that are in this competition, because they were all the girls last night and the guys are tonight, and then they vote tomorrow. Fox is trying to figure out some way to have this show on 7 days a week. All the girls, when they sing, have their singing voice. But when they talk, I guess they're singing so much that their voice is Tara reading out on them. They all are like doing their interviews with Ryan Seacrest, and they're, it's been a wonderful time here. We all get along so well. And, like their vocal cords are so shot that sometimes they just shut off, like Tara Reid's did. She's got the raspy voice. It's been wonderful. We're like one big family sitting in a hotel, and I rehearsed this song so much. It means so much to me and my family. When I was growing up, this CD was all the time, and I from it used to sing it all the time in the car when we were at grandmother's house.
Kelly, here are the great things about you. You're unpretentious. You don't have the diva attitude. You have the likability factor up the scale to the highest level, and that's going to carry you, and you're real, and that is wonderful quality to keep with you.
Up the scale to the highest level.
Up the scale to the highest level. She's a babbling idiot.
Well, allegedly.
Allegedly, no, that's for sure.
Oh.
My hat goes off to you're my idol. You're my idol. You're like a little firecracker. You're the Energizer Bunny, and you avoided a wardrobe malfunction all at the same time. And you got everybody up dancing and smiling. And you know what? You are a showwoman, I think.
Thank you.
Good for you, baby doll.
Showwoman, I think.
Thank you.
Thank you. Would you? Thank you.
Is she really that bad, though, you think, in these clips?
Nah, the clips aren't really giving it the justice that it deserves. She to see her at the same time, her mannerisms really help out.
I really supposedly she's stuttering in this one.
I want somebody just once on American Idol to sing, I'm crying over you, crying, crying. That was the song he sang when he was dancing backwards.
Would
you? Sorry, I didn't get it.
I disagree. I felt that it was very brave of you to take on that and be very ethereal with it, with the falsetto, and be very intimate, because we've heard you go in and out. You're very trained. You took that song and you did exactly the right thing with that song. So I feel it may not have been the most popular choice, but you still did the right thing with that song. So you made me listen.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, she's not that bad in these clips.
Really
she
not
sounds
bad.
more like maybe like a family pet died that day.
Yeah.
Turtle got crushed in the driveway.
Well, this one was great because she had nothing good to say to this one lady.
Yeah, and she's like the nice
so she has to come up with something every time. Listen what she has to say.
She has two turtles, by the way, Cuff and Link.
I'm disagreeing with you a lot tonight, Randy. First of all, I think you look stunning. Sharp notes, a few. So what?
Okay, fine.
Your performance was powerful. Your showmanship was on point. I thought you did a lovely job.
No, that's not the one.
All right, she did a lovely job.
Screw it. That was supposed to be the one where she just says, well, you're beautiful.
Yeah, she goes, well, you're beautiful.
That's all she could say.
Thank you, Paula.
Say about that.
It's a singing competition, you idiot.
I like when Randy gets street and says dog.
Oh, and he's got the dog pound.
What?
Yeah, all the guys that were sitting waiting for tomorrow's competition, which is tonight, he would go, what do you think, dog pound? And they'd all wave their fist in the air and go, ooh, 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 ooh. You know, I've seen that somewhere. Yeah, he completely bit Arsenio's bit from 20 years ago.
Is he really trying to get back in touch with his roots and apologize to black people for being in Journey?
Yes, he was the bass player in Journey for a while.
When the fuck was that?
After the original bass player left.
After all the hits, let's just put it that way.
After all the hits.
Oh.
Loving, touching, squeezing, you won't be here. No. Wheel in the sky, no Randy Jackson.
When the
there.
lights
go down.
When they were opening for Great White?
Yeah, then you'll see Randy Jackson.
Open arms?
Open arms,
no.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Ross Valerie was the bass player for Journey back then.
Yeah.
If anybody wanted a little trivia, wanted to know who Randy Jackson
Actually,
replaced.
I didn't know that one. Very good, Anthony.
Yes.
Hey, what's up with this contract, Bill Burr? You emailed this to everyone last night.
Oh, this is just a cute little contract that this guy who's up on, allegedly, is,
Attaboy, Bill.
is up on some sort of child abuse, sexual assault.
All right, who is
charges?
Let me just preface that.
Yeah, a little
At least on this show, right?
Rat.
And
full of rats. Even
on
the
the
kids.
on the Smoking Gun, they had his contract that I guess he had his wife sign if she was actually going to be his wife. It's called a contract of wifely expectations.
All right, now what is the problem with this?
I failed to see the problem. I just want to, give this guy, to have the balls to actually write this up. I don't know what the fuck he said to his wife to get her to sign this shit.
Did she sign it?
I have no idea. I mean, the guy was married, I think.
There's spaces where she has to initial after every paragraph, every point.
You know what? I have to
made.
be honest here. My girl fucking sent me this shit. I read the first paragraph and a half, and I'm like, this is a fucking home run. I didn't read the rest of it. But I just...
Because I'm thinking the other way. I'm thinking this could be one of those joke emails that you just send to your buddies at the office.
No,
this
it's
was
on the Smoking Gun. They're pretty good.
So there's some credibility behind this.
Yeah, they don't...
Jim, they're pretty good over there, right?
Yeah, they have a pretty good track record.
Because this almost looks like the same shit as, like, why chocolate is better than men.
No, this guy looks like a guy that was having some issues with a wife and figures to let me lay down the law in a contract form.
Incidentally, this is true, I've read a contract like this that was signed by Carla Homolka. Paul Bernardo had her sign a contract like this. It was in a book. It was very similar in nature. Yeah, like when you bring me a drink, you will bring it quickly and happily. It was like that exact type of contract, and it was
so these are just common sense things that they decided to write down.
Well, a lot of times what will happen is, and I hope I don't come off as being sexist, but the hole that you've dragged in to ruin your life won't exactly get it, so you have to jot down a few things to keep her on the straight and narrow.
Hey, we got to back up 1 second here. Brian in West Virginia.
Hey, why is Jimmy getting away with that two-turtle joke?
It wasn't a great joke, but it was a reference from something, sir.
Sir, if I thought he actually uttered that out as a true joke, I would have laid into him. I understand he was making a Rocky joke, and
yeah, it's the reference to Rocky.
It's very funny.
Thank you. It wasn't like a real punchline, sir. I wasn't like I thought of like two words that go together: shirt and collar. No, cuff and
Cuff and link.
Yeah.
And Jimmy has come up with some very funny Rocky jokes about the miscarriage in the pet store. So he has he gets a gimme on the cuff and link.
But it wasn't the miscarriage. Fucking kid came out with a 30-year-old man's head of hair. He had Eric Logan hair when he was born.
That's right. It wasn't a miscarriage.
Baby.
It was almost.
It should have been.
Paulie almost gave her that miscarriage.
Yeah.
Comes yelling at her.
She falls on bird feed. Fucking.
First she's lugging around a big thing of dog food, ready to drop a kid.
Yeah, he's bouncing a rubber ball. Stupid dago.
Comes in yelling. Some wop.
All right, so back to this contract.
What about me? Shut up.
Yeah. You're wrong. Friends don't know. That was in 3 when he got stylish.
Yeah.
He's good.
All right, contract of wifely expectations. It says, for purpose of clarification, you and any form of it will refer to...
Whatever her
That's
name
her
is.
name.
Oh, her name.
Blank Frey.
I and any form of it will refer to Travis Frey.
Yeah.
Frey.
Frey.
Whatever the guy's name is.
So it starts off with the hygiene.
Hygiene and self-care.
This is what he expects.
And she had to initial this. You will shave every 3rd day, which includes underarms, chest.
Chest?
She probably had nipple hair and he hated it.
Oh. What is that third word there?
Legs.
Oh, legs. You know, what every girl shaves. Legs and pubic area, navel to anus, in parentheses. All areas are to be completely clean-shaven. Above your vaginal slit, you may have a patch of pubic hair in any shape that must be centered above your vaginal slit. It must measure no greater than 2 inches by 1 inch and will maintain a hair length of less than 1/3 of an inch.
How do you not love this?
Please initial here.
There's not a guy in the country that wouldn't have loved to have the courage to give this to his awful wife.
Yeah, if you're lucky, maybe a Valentine's Day, your birthday's coming up, maybe once every couple of years, you did something right, and she'll do this. This guy is expecting this every third day.
Isn't this the old head of the household bit from The Honeymooners? Didn't Ralph try to give Alice this contract? Alice, shave that box. Clothes and other apparel.
All right.
You will wear only thigh-high...
thigh highs.
Oh, thigh-highs, garters, and only thong panties. The only exception will be during your menstrual cycle, at which time you could wear either or both. Oh, either or both. Mm-hmm. Half of your shoe purchases will be high heels 2 inches or more. You will then wear high heels more often. You will give me all non-thong panties and all pantyhose, all tights, all knee-high, and or ankle-high nylons. You will be able to keep 5 pair of non-thong panties of your choice for use during your menstrual cycle. Initial here.
What is fucking wrong with this?
I gotta call Bravo Sierra. Come on. Is this real?
This guy wrote this contract for his wife.
I'm telling you, they must have had, I'm gonna go out on a limb, kind of like Paul and Carla had, some weird dom sub thing where she might have even been turned on by this complete...
Really?
Yes.
Well, this guy is on the smoking gun because of some kind of charges.
I don't know, actually.
It's allegedly, isn't it?
It's
here's the story right here.
All right, Opie's got the story. Thank you, Travis, for flailing wildly, and it's completely distracting me and giving me zero information. Thank you for that.
A Council Bluffs man is accused of kidnapping his own wife, and prosecutors allege he devised a marriage contract to establish what his wife was to do and when she was to do it. Mm-hmm. Travis Frey, 33, is accused, among other things, of giving his wife chances to win good behavior days.
That's fantastic.
We have to read every word of this contract now.
This is just, they started off doing a little role-playing.
Yeah.
They didn't have a safety word.
Yeah, and this is where it went.
When she was saying, get me out of the trunk, it was just making his dick stiffer. And she didn't realize that he was serious.
You know what's hotter than having one of those scenarios with a safety word is keeping it going even while she screams the safety word. Hotter for the guy.
Green apples! Green apples!
Yeah.
Putting your...
Take it, bitch.
Yeah. That's our safety word. Fuck you. There is no safety word.
You're choking her, fucking her ass. She's trying to yell green apples. She starts yelling Macintosh, Red Delicious. Green apple! Green apple!
Choke on it. I said this guy was up on child molestation charges. That was my fault.
Well, here's the rest of the story.
Well,
according to court records, Fry's wife told police her husband tied her to their bed with a rope and sexually assaulted her at least 3 times. Mm-hmm. Fry's wife also provided police with an alleged marriage contract, which was entitled Contract of Wifely Expectations, which we have in front of us here. In it, Frey allegedly gave his wife chances to earn good behavior days, or GBDs, by complying with certain demands such as hygiene and self-care. You will shave every 3rd day. The contract states you will be naked within 20 minutes of the kids being in bed. We haven't gotten to that part
that's
yet.
in sleepwear and sleeping. Don't ruin it.
All right, the document spells out how many points can be earned by performing certain sex acts. Wow, sit down and get comfortable, kids. We got to read every word of this contract.
Yeah. You know what's funny is beer commercials have this exact same theme, like, the guy fantasy.
Right.
There's always like some your chick's always dressed like a fucking cheerleader.
She's dressed like a cheerleader or the little French maid, and she's signing this with a smile on her face.
Yeah, this guy's just trying to make it happen. He had a dream, and it's not contract of wifely demands. It's expectations.
Absolutely. This is to be expected of her.
All right, let's get to sleepwear and sleeping.
Sleepwear and sleeping.
Yeah.
And if I stammer through a little of this, it's because the
really
copy
hard to
we
read.
have is a little, the font is small
I thought
and
you were
it's
still
smeared.
doing your Paula Abdul impression.
Yeah, yeah. When we are at home and alone as a family, you will be naked within 20 minutes of the kids being in bed, and then sleep naked unless otherwise instructed. If I am not home when the kids go to bed, you are still to be naked before I return home. The only exception will be during, of course, your menstrual cycle. When we are not at home and not alone as a family, you will try to ensure that we sleep together. If we do sleep together, you will sleep naked. I will make exceptions for sleepwear, but only if you do not ask for them. It's under his own discretion.
Absolutely.
Exception will be given based on how well you follow this contract in its entirety. If we do not sleep together, your sleepwear must conform to the standards for expectations.
Exceptions, Anthony. This is a contract. Don't make it up.
You know something? It's very hard. It's very smeared.
This is legally binding.
When exceptions are given, the following is acceptable and is your choice. T-shirts, pajama tops, or gowns, as long as the overall length is not past your knees. Panties, any type, can be worn also. Absolutely no bottoms, shorts, pajama pants, or full gowns can be worn. When we are in bed together, I can cuddle, spoon, hold, or touch you in any way, as long as it does not excessively disruptive to your sleep.
Do you know how hard his cock was writing this?
Yeah.
Do you understand the fucking masturbatory fantasies that were being fueled by writing this?
So this guy's saying he can cuddle and touch her as long as it does not excessively disrupt your sleep? Is he throwing her a bone there?
I guess.
Yeah, he's actually showing that he's,
like, hey, I can touch you and stuff, but if it disturbs your sleep, I'll back off.
Right.
Let's go to Spike in Chicago. Spike?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Jimmy's right. This is in some circles, like Dom sub circles, this is a slave contract.
Oh, yeah?
But they're a married couple?
Yeah, they're married.
Sure, married couples, non-married couples, they'll write up contracts stipulating everything from what they have to do in bed to what they have to wear and how they give oral sex, all that kind of stuff.
There's so much I just don't know about out there.
Believe me, I'm rifling through thoughts to put down for a contract of my own. I love this idea.
All right, Spike, thank you. Let's go to Charles in Delaware. Charles?
Hey, question. Hey, good morning.
Hi, Charles.
Hey, man, can you speculate? What do you think would be a max hardcore's marriage contract, Jimmy?
Jesus, I don't know. You will wear a septic tank on your head. You will not cry when I bring back memories from when you were 4. Yeah, awful stuff.
I'm digging my time.
All right, let's get back to the contract of wifely expectations.
Here's my time. When we are at home and alone as a family, from when you are to be naked until 12... Do you know if that's p.m. or a.m.?
A.m.
Until 12 a.m.
They go to bed early, it looks like, because they got the kids and stuff.
Yeah. Or for 3 hours, whichever is later, will be my time.
Oh, no.
This time will be time you will devote solely to me, whereas you will be in my service to do, and underlined, anything and everything I want, which may or may not be sexual in manner. When we are not home or not alone as a family, my time will be modified as follows. You will have your clothes, you will be able to speak openly, and you won't have to perform anything sexual before we are in bed. However, all other rules still apply.
Of course they do.
But if this is your time, isn't it really our time?
Dude, this guy is setting himself up for the greatest fucking marriage ever.
Oh, he's trying.
Absolutely.
I'm really trying to find something in here that I disagree with.
Now there's like a sub-little thing he spells out. During my time, you will and will not. There's wills and will nots.
Let's hear the will nots first.
The will nots. During my time, you will not argue about anything with me or to me. That
should be in every contract.
This guy's a pimp.
He really is.
You will not complain about anything to me or about me. You will not cry, sob, whine, or pout.
Oh.
You will not sigh, moan,
bulk,
or otherwise show displeasure or unhappiness.
He's saying don't be cunty.
Right.
During my time.
He's basically saying be a guy.
Yeah. You will not raise your voice at or to me. You will not be condescending to or about me. You will not ask for anything from me or of me or for me.
Right.
You will not be distracted from me by other things.
Okay.
That is like the top 10 things or 8 things that you complain about. Every guy complains about that girl.
That is amazing. This is actually in the same contract that the interns have to sign with Opie.
You ass.
During my time, now the wills come up.
Okay.
You will be subservient, submissive, and totally obedient. You will do what you are asked, when you are asked, exactly how you are asked. You will be cheerful and adoring towards me. You will be close at all times unless otherwise told to. You will perform any and all sexual acts, including anal penetration and or ingestion of cum, when told to.
And he should have put in parentheses and not necessarily in that order.
Let me see. Perform sexual. Oh, acts excluding.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You will perform any and all sexual acts, excluding anal penetration and or ingestion of cum when told to. Oh, I guess she doesn't like being fucked in the ass. Or
Is that a
so
typo?
he kind of threw her a bone. Maybe.
Maybe he just doesn't know the difference between exclude and include.
No. Here's what it is. Here's the sentence. You will perform any and all sexual acts when told to. In between the commas is excluding anal penetration and or ingestion of cum. So he's saying this. Look, with those exceptions, you're going to do anything you're told when told to. That makes perfect sense.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
right, very good.
So he's saying he's not saying that he's not going to do that shit.
No, he won't fuck her in the ass and she doesn't have to drink cum.
She doesn't have to. If she wants to, that's fine.
Right, but that nullifies the whole contract.
He
What's the use of
can't
having one?
He can't force her into that. She must have really put up, if she agreed to the rest of it, but put up a fight to the ass and the cum drink, wow, she must have really put up some battle.
This is like a Bob Eatman negotiation going on. All right, look.
That's all she gets, is that she's not going to get fucked up the ass or have to drink cum.
Whenever you negotiate a contract, there's always things you're willing to give up to get other things.
I think she got my divorce lawyer.
Right. So she's like, look, give me the anal and the swallowing. I don't want to do that. If you give me that, then I don't have to do that. I'll give you this.
I'll give you the nude when the kids go to bed.
But he also says she's not allowed to mention his name on her show.
Oh, yes.
Can you imagine if your daughter signed, you just be like, you signed this shit?
You signed this?
Yeah, let's go to Tony in Wisconsin.
You disown her long before this contract comes across you.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah, I would just like to put in my nomination, Man of the Year.
Man of the Year?
Yep.
Without a doubt. This guy is...
We got 2 more pages to go here.
All right, good behavior. Good behavior. Since there will be no trading, negotiations, or conciliations of any kind, you are given chances to earn good behavior days, GBDs. To receive GBDs, you are to be totally compliant with everything requested or expected of you and perform everything with complete and total enthusiasm. In addition, GBDs will be given when you do things from the descriptions below when not expected. If you try to perform something not expected and I tell you no, you will receive half GBDs. Specific GBD info is listed at the bottom right of each description. Each GBD can be used to get out of doing the thing requested or expected of you for an entire day. Wow, that's a pretty good deal. With the following exceptions: birthdays, anniversaries, shaving, and sleepwear. Isn't that pretty much everything? Unless someone is staying with us or we are staying with someone, then it can be used for sleepwear also. GBDs can be redeemed any time after you receive them to the end of the next quarter. You must notify me by 12 p.m. of the day you are using a GBD or it cannot be used.
You know what?
This guy's got rules like a bank and shit.
I love him.
You know what I was just picturing? Is this guy at work and every guy's standing around the water cooler bitching about their wives?
Yeah.
And then he just pulls out this contract.
Hey, guys,
This is how you do it.
Let me show you how it's done, gentlemen.
Or he starts bragging. I make my wife do this, and this. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
You're full of shit.
Bullshit?
You know, yeah.
Let me show you a signed copy of this, my friend.
Yeah, subset A, paragraph 6 clearly states that there will be a shaved anus in my face at 8:19 every night, unless it's Monday Night Football.
All right, now it's the misbehavior and non-compliant
part of the contract.
Yeah. Misbehavior is when you complain about what is requested or expected of you, or when you try to negotiate something else instead of what was requested or expected of you. If this happens, you will lose 5 GBDs per incident.
Wow.
Wow, so you earn 1 GBD at a time, but you can lose 5. It is also misbehavior when you perform half-assed. If this happens...
If you're just calling it in.
You will lose the GBDs.
If you're just calling in your anal performance, you're going to be docked.
So if you...
She's not rubbing his balls during the blowjob.
Get this.
That was really a subpar blowjob.
Yeah. It is also misbehavior when you perform half-assed. If this happens, you will lose the GBDs that would have been given to you. So if you try a little extra credit to earn a GBD and you fuck it up, you don't only not get the GBDs that you would have, you lose GBDs.
And you know what's hilarious is after, like, the sexual act, she's like the figure skater sitting there waiting to get her scores.
All out of breath and sweating, talking to her coach.
Somebody holding her hand.
How someone gives her flowers.
Yeah.
I think we should...
Hey, you didn't rub the taint. It was a little half-assed. People throwing roses.
She's going to be disappointed with this GBD score.
I think we should start a GBD program with the guys around here.
With the workers and interns and... Oh, how many GBDs would Iraq lose? Oh, every time something fucks up on the computer.
Oh.
There will be a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Where are we?
If it continues after the GBD are lost, then you are considered non-compliant. However, it is not misbehavior to state that there are specific situations requested or expected of you that can hurt or cause pain. Okay, so if she's going to be in pain, she can make a request that not continue, and that won't be considered misbehavior.
I think he's showing his sensitive side.
This guy is a little too sensitive.
This guy's mushy as far as I'm concerned.
It is also not misbehavior to suggest ways to avoid those specific situations other than to propose not to do them.
Why don't you just sign over the farm, pal?
Jesus Christ. Dude started off all strong, and now in misbehavior and noncompliance, he's fucking it all. He's giving it away.
No, I know what this guy's doing.
Bill?
If he slapped this fucking thing down like 100% of everything that he wanted, that you're going to shut the fuck up and do everything I want, she's not going to sign it. So what he's got to do is just give her some gray area that maybe, hey, this guy's got a good heart if I don't want to do it.
But later on.
You think during the middle of the act when this psycho's dick is standing up, he hears anything but yes?
It's going to hurt me. I suggest we do it another way. Yeah, he's going to go, oh, okay. That was paragraph what?
Yeah,
no, he's going to ram it home and say, shut up. Read paragraph 1 where it says no complaining.
Yeah,
during my
what you
time.
will not do.
Right. You are to do everything that is requested or expected of you. If you do not, you are considered non-compliant. You are also non-compliant if you start something and cannot or will not finish, even if you state that you are in pain or something hurts. All right, so once you start it, it's over, Johnny. You got to finish.
Once you let me poke the head in, it's all going in.
Okay, now it makes sense.
It's like a cell phone contract.
Shit.
Between the hours of 8 and 12.
This guy's a
3
genius.
nights and weekends.
How many minutes do I get?
He fucks her in the ass. It's considered roaming.
He gives her something in the one paragraph, but the very next paragraph he figures out a way to take it back. So he's a genius.
No, he doesn't. He figures out a way to stop this lying whore from making excuses. Ow, that hurts. Once she starts something and doesn't like it.
Once you start it, you have to finish.
I think Jim's onto something, because I think the will not list of shit just cuts out all her bitching.
If you are non-compliant, then you lose 3 times the amount of GBDs you would have been given. If you don't have enough GBDs to cover the loss, then you will be tied to the bed, and I will do whatever I wish to you. This will continue every night until you are ready to be compliant, at which time you will need to apologize and explain how you are ready to be my sex slave again.
See, that's his out right there.
Yep.
All he's got to do, if she keeps bitching that she doesn't want to do something, he totally decides when she loses the GBDs. So all he's got to do is just get her balance down to 0, and he ties her to the bed.
Now he ties her to the bed, does whatever, doesn't matter, negates everything he's given her.
But he does give her a chance to explain how she's ready to be the sex slave again, which I like, because there's always room for a compromise. It's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep time and on demand. Sleep time is from an hour after we are in bed until an hour before the alarm is set for. You are to set the alarm according and tell me what for time it's set for, you dolt. That's what it says.
Yeah.
If it happens that we are traveling or we are at an event and we are not able to be home or in bed, then sleep time will be considered 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. During this time, you are not expected to perform anything. However, at any time, I can cuddle, spoon, hold, or touch you. There are certain circumstances when you are to perform any and all requests immediately. This will, on demand, mean what I say, when I say, where I say, how I say. The circumstances are any time from 20 minutes after the kids are in bed up to an hour after we are in bed. Any time from an hour before the alarm is set to when the alarm goes off. Any time we are alone and without the kids, 8 to 11 p.m. and 6 to 7 a.m. when traveling. So he's leaving himself every opportunity.
But you know what, dude? Like, it's funny, but I'm like reading over this with you, and there's definitely flaws in here that are probably not going to hold up legally.
Could be a couple of flaws.
Yes.
Yeah, but if you initial it, I mean, this is like a rental car contract.
You're pretty much...
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a contract when you rent a car, right? You got to
initial this. They make sure you initial
insurance.
So there's no
sex. Has she taken the extra insurance or not?
Yeah.
On this?
Yeah.
You have to bring your asshole back full of load the same way it left, or else
they charge you extra per mile. Dressing up. For special events that we are to dress up for, when we are going to someone else's house or just the two of us are going out, your clothes must meet my approval. General rules are: panties are always optional and need not be worn. Only thigh-high and garter, no pantyhose. If you are not wearing thigh-highs and garter, then no panties. All skirts no lower than 2 inches below the knee, unless it's for church.
Oh, great, he's religious.
GBD, 1 for each time that was not expected, 1 per week, only if you had to.
That makes no sense. Yeah, at this point, like Jim was saying, his dick is so fucking hard.
Engorged.
There's more typos.
He's seeing spots in front of his eyes.
Lefty. His cock is hitting the bottom of the computer desk.
He started off. The end of the last page, he had a typo. Now sentences aren't starting to make sense. It's like when you read like a veteran's battle journal.
Right. Yeah.
He starts off, it's pretty sunny over here in Nuremberg.
Been quiet lately, missing you. And then the end is just this scroll of, my God, the death, the destruction, the bodies. Guy's got clear stuff just caked on the mouse.
He's gluing, his cock is gluing itself to the bottom of the desk just from being pounded and held and fist wrapped around it.
Because at this point, he can't believe he's going to get away with this.
No, he's looking at their wedding photos.
At this point, he's thinking, I'm going to get away with this. This is going to happen for me.
Now, he does all thing on shaving again. Shaving will be done every 3rd day and includes underarms, legs, and pubic area, navel to anus. All areas are to be completely shaven. Every Saturday, you are to use the wall clippers with a guard no greater than 1/2 an inch. And then present yourself to me for measurement checks.
Jesus, this guy has he has an endorsement deal.
Yeah. Toe jam. Clip him.
Above your vaginal slit, you can have a rectangular patch.
His hair allowed in the asshole. Why? Because I'm too hairy, sir.
Is that a hair on your anus?
Go ahead and shave it. They're paying for it.
Yeah. She's shaving it. You fuck it.
She gets her menstruation. What is your major malfunction?
Above your vaginal slit, you can have 1, a rectangular patch that must have be centered above your vaginal slit. It will have a length of no greater than 3/4 of an inch of length of your vaginal slit, no wider than 1 inch.
1 inch.
Number 2, any other shape or design that is centered above your vaginal slit with an area no greater than that of an equilateral triangle with the height of 3/4 of the length of your vaginal slit, or 3, comply with the total clean shaven, regardless of which choice of shave. Non-compliance is based on a number 2 rate.
Of course it is. Why would he even write that so obvious?
And he has his GBD points, but we don't have to get into that.
Just legally, you got to cover yourself.
Sleepwear.
Yeah. Sleepwear. I will select your sleepwear for you, and you will find it under your pillow. If there is none when you, then you are to be naked.
Dude, this guy, I'm sorry to interrupt, this guy's like a control freak.
No, let's read the rest of it before we make a conclusion like that, Jimmy. The guy, he's organized. I think he's
exactly leaves no detail.
Right. Why leave it open for some broad to make decisions for herself, make you unhappy?
That's true. He's basically like Felix Unger if he were a rapist.
Right. You are to have your sleepwear on within 20 minutes after the kids are in bed. This pertains to any time we are alone as a family, whether or not I am home or in bed with you, and whether or not we are at home. You are to have your sleepwear on within 20 minutes? I thought...
Do it again.
She was supposed to be naked.
He's so fueled up right now.
It's coming out of his balls. She was supposed to be naked
if he didn't leave anything for her to wear.
These are under the circumstances if it's under a pillow.
Her sleepwear is under the pillow.
Yeah.
If it's nothing under the pillow, then it's naked night.
Dude, he has to stop jerking every 3 minutes because he's going to splooge.
He is just ready to pop.
He's just
Wait
working
till you
it.
get to the last page.
If
you respond to cunt. It's like frothing at the mouth.
If there is someone else staying with us, or we are staying with someone else, that you are to be naked at the time we go to bed, regardless of what was selected. During your menstrual cycle, you can wear a top and panties. The top is to be no longer than that to cover your butt cheeks. That's it. Here we go. Fellatio, intercourse, and other sex acts. Fellatio must be at least 5 minutes and may include climax. Intercourse includes anal and vaginal intercourse. Sex acts can be oral, anal, or vaginal and include, but are not limited to, stripping, hand jobs, fingering, masturbation, dildoing, vibrators, and object insertion. All application of lubes to myself, you, or any object will be done by you.
See, this is what happens in a contract. It gets mixed up in all this legal mumbo-jumbo.
All right, let me tell you how important...
You got to read the GBDs on this one.
Yeah, let me tell you how important the GBDs are as far as the sex goes. Legal mumbo-jumbo.
That's why you have a lawyer. You don't know. You can't make heads and
tails. Whereas... Who there to dildoing and vibrators.
You know what I like here? I just noticed is the headings. I like the fancy lettering, like it's a fairy tale.
He's found some fonts.
Once upon a time, there was a rapist.
Yeah, he's found some interesting little fonts.
Yeah.
The GBDs for the sex acts. GBD, 14 GBD points will be given for anal intercourse not expected.
I want to say that's 19.
It might be 19 in it.
It could be. It looked like a 4. Okay, 19. Okay. Wow, even more.
How do you define not expected? He takes it, or she offers it?
She offers it.
I think she gets on all fours, turns around, and goes, "Fuck me in the ass."
But it doesn't happen that way. While he's in her vag, she probably goes, "Put it in my ass."
You think?
Yeah, of course.
I wouldn't give her 19 for that kind of lackluster attitude.
Oh, I would. He's so gone.
You know what, Jim?
Point.
You were phoning it in.
Yeah, phoned
you
it in.
Lost all GBDs.
You lost all your GBDs.
Yeah, maybe she has to do a little acting. All
right. 7 GBDs for anal intercourse expected. That's why I was thinking it was 14. It's double the GBDs if it's unexpected. Yeah. 3 per fellatio to ejaculation. 1 for each not expected. 3 per week for expected. I guess that's just sex.
Yeah.
It's a total of 33 points.
No, that blowjob not expected, that's the Goodfellas moment in the kitchen.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah,
right.
She goes shopping.
Yep.
She could really pile up the GBDs in that section right there.
Absolutely.
The sex things are piling.
1 bottle of Jack. She'll have a fucking month to herself. Not this nudge.
Birthdays and anniversaries. Well, this sounds sweet.
Yeah.
On your birthday, January 4th, you will receive 1 GBD that is good only on your birthday. On or before my birthday, you will select and purchase a sex toy for yourself. This will be considered my birthday gift from you. On or before our anniversary, you will select or purchase new lingerie for yourself. Lingerie may include a cameo and panty set, nice nylons and garter set, corset, baby doll set, a costume bra and panty set, etc. Lingerie does not include nightgowns or PJs. The lingerie that you selected and purchased will be your sleepwear for that night.
Photos. Just about done here, kids.
You are to post for 20 photos per quarter on demand unless your quota is filled. Outfits, toys, and poses will always be chosen by me. You must be freshly shaven on the day the photos are taken, regardless of your shaving schedule. You will also style hair, apply makeup, and nail polish as needed. All photos are done in sets no less than 5. You have a quota of 1 set per month. Oh, she's got to do a set of photos per month. Wow, there must be a lot of pictures of this broad.
Yeah.
And more GBDs given out. Quarterly
getting wordly.
Negotiation.
This is it, the last
quarterly negotiation.
Like when you get one of those Parker Brothers games that's like too involved. You just say, the inside box.
Yeah.
You just like, you know what? Fuck
this game. Let's just say...
Let's go play Monopoly again.
You get the money for free parking.
Let's go play
Sorry. It's not in the rules.
Yeah, really, let's just...
You will not wear full-back panties. You will not wear pantyhose. I will teach you.
Quarterly negotiation. By the first day of each quarter, you must choose how to keep track of your GBDs. You can either be given actual paper GBDs that you are responsible for returning to be redeemed, or you can choose to have them tracked on a computer. By the end of the first day of each quarter, you are to choose your pet name that you want me to call you by. Your choice must meet my approval, and noncompliance will be a 20 GBD loss.
Uh-oh.
20 GBD loss. Wait a minute, she's got to come up with a name.
If he doesn't like the name,
he just
gets rid of 20 GBDs.
That's how she loses all the GBDs.
Oh, yeah.
She makes up for ass sex. This guy's a genius. Come up with a name. Your ass sex queen. Nope, don't like it.
Minus 20.
Try
again.
Try again.
Cupcake.
This is the sexual loan shark where you just once you get in with them, you're never able to pay him back.
This is his banking fees for the ATM. She's trying to get the GD, and you just hit it at a strip club where it's like $10 to take out 10.
As most non-legal minds, you're all misreading this contract.
All right, Jimmy,
it's
please.
Embarrassing.
Jimmy Norton Esquire, could you please?
What he says here, and your choice must meet my approval, and non-compliance will be a 20 GBD loss. He does not say for the suggestion you take the loss. He is saying for non-compliance.
But, dude, there's a gray area here. Gray area here. By the end of the first day of each quarter, you must choose your pet name that you want me to call you by. Your choice must meet my approval. And non-compliance will be 20 GBD loss.
Right.
So he can say, obviously it seems as if her not coming up with a name is non-compliance and will cost 20 GBD.
Or by not changing it.
But he can turn this into, at any time of his choosing, that if he doesn't like it, it is also non-compliance.
Does say your choice.
It's in the same paragraph. Your choice must meet my approval.
Counselor?
Non-compliance is about not coming up with a name or not changing it. Maybe it's written in a gray area way, but it's not about coming up with a name because that's too much gray area. Nobody would sign that contract. It would be silly.
Yeah.
Well, you know something? Let's leave that to the lawyers to argue about for years. For years.
Believe me, well, a lot of people think that Ginsburg will go one way and Thomas another, because Breyer is very predictable with this
I
stuff.
remember Frey versus Frey, the vaginal or anal intercourse.
No, it's more like I remember Jefferson versus alleged slave lover.
This is not a contract. It is a description of rules for you. You can, within 2 weeks prior to the end of the quarter, request a change. If you request a change before that time, you will lose 10 GBDs. Negotiations requested in a timely manner will be done after you are in your sleepwear. All properly made requests will be considered. Changes made will be explained at the beginning of the next quarter. So she does have a chance to negotiate. That is brilliant. This should be posted online, to be printed out, and taken home by every gentleman.
As a great man once said, if she shaves her clit, you must acquit.
Let's go to Clown Raper. Clown Raper.
That's not his real name, Opie.
Clown Rapper.
Rapper. I like Clown Raper myself, but all right, okay. Clown Rapper, what's up?
This guy is not the genius that we think he is. There's no fatty clause. Where is the fatty clause?
Oh, a weight gain clause. God damn.
Excellent point.
Subsections. This is like you know what this is like, though? This is like our own Constitution. This is like our Constitution.
Well, you need some amendments.
You start it.
You got to start somewhere.
We the people.
Right.
But I think he covers
and then you kind of add amendments to the whole thing. A fatty amendment.
What do you think? Bill thinks it's covered. I don't know.
This is how he covers it. For any sort of non-compliance, he takes away the GBDs. He ties her to the bed. She can't eat. So she put on, 2-3 pounds. You just leave her there for a couple of days.
Okay. Right. So in this contract, he has ways to keep her thin.
You feed her dry wheat toast for 3 days. Good point.
Let's go to Eric in
Tennessee. And then if she continues to complain, you can bang her in the ass for the rest of the week.
Eric, what's up?
She can't.
Hey, boys, I'm getting married in 6 months. Can you send me a copy of that?
Yeah, where can people get a copy of this? Because everyone's asking for a copy so they can check it out on their own.
RichVos.com. Bonnie actually made Rich sign it.
We might have it linked up on OpieAndAnthony.com. Let's say hi to Stacy in Baltimore. Stacy, what's up?
Hey, I just want to call bullshit on this whole thing with this chick because personally I think she's just an ultra submissive chick. She got into this relationship with this guy who's apparently super dominant, and the two of them did this together because they're both really kinky and into it. And now, the relationship's gone sour, and she's like, oh my God, he treated me so badly. I just believe it's bullshit.
All right.
Oh, so you're saying he didn't kidnap her?
No way.
Yeah, it's a real story. You can go to the Smoking Gun to check out the contract for yourself. Natasha, what's up? Miami.
Hi. I love this idea. I can't wait to download it for my husband.
Wow, you really like this?
Yes. Actually, I can't believe he didn't think of this.
Why? Are you a sub?
Yes.
Good girl.
Ooh. So you would sign something like this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think, when we were dating, he was much more controlling, and I loved it. And now he's, getting a little bit afraid of me, and I don't like it at all.
Do you like your hair pulled?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's nothing.
No, of course it's not. What do you mean, nipple clamps you like, your face slapped?
Yeah, what's the craziest thing you do there?
Craziest thing? Well, he once really kind of hurt me when he, put clothespins on my nipples and did me up the ass at the same time. That was a little much, but...
Broke a little sweat there?
Does he bite you?
Oh, yeah, he likes to bite.
On your back and stuff, right?
Oh, yeah, everywhere.
How about being choked?
No, I'm not really into that too much.
Oh, no decent girl.
We tried that, actually.
Jimmy's going into a trance.
No, I just want anyone else
notice that?
His desk is lifting up over here.
No, I have to pee. I couldn't get a rod right now if I had to.
How about a suffocation with a pillow?
I'm not into that either.
What about locking you in a trunk for 2 hours?
How about if I fuck you in the mouth and pinch your nose? That's hardcore.
All right. Natasha, thank you.
Bye. You're a good girl.
Yes. Let's say hi to Turtle from Whackbag. Turtle.
Hey, guys. I live in Iowa, and this guy is absolutely a visionary, but he's being condemned by the local papers and the television. They're calling him a sexist, misogynist, just basically asshole. But
goose.
I think he's visionary.
The reality, he's ahead of his time. We're not ready for this.
Exactly. They thought that Galileo was a kook, and all these other people. Turns out they weren't.
Let's go to Jerry in Pennsylvania. Jerry.
Hey, I just wanted to comment on that, man. It sounds like a work contract to work for Howard Stern.
That's pretty good, actually. Thank you.
All right, man, later.
All right. We haven't taken a break in a very long time.
I got to take a leak already.
A little tease here. Heather in Minnesota. What do you got for us after the break?
I'm just calling about my little show last night. This is Two Bugs.
And Jimmy told you to call?
Yeah, Jimmy told me to call.
All right. This girl, Heather, she got crazy on Pal Talk last night, and she's calling in to tell us all about it. Right? What the hell happened there?
Hello?
That's even more bizarre.
Heather?
She's back on hold. I have no idea how that happened, but we still have Heather from Minnesota.
What room was she in, Jimmy?
It might have been it was one of the Opie Anthony fan rooms.
Because I couldn't even get into the goddamn Opie and Anthony fan room last night.
I always can.
There was 250 people in there, so it peaked out. And I was trying to get in, and it kept saying, the room is maxed. The room is maxed out.
You need to get more memory on your computer. That's what the problem is.
No, it's not.
I'm telling you, no.
Stop using dial-up.
What's Pal Talk?
What is this? What are they doing with the curling?
You don't even want to know, Anthony.
They've taken out a giant compass.
They're measuring to see who's closest to the bullseye.
Is that it? And the guy throws the red thing out?
That's why that's not in a bar. How much do you think that compass cost?
$15,000. It's got to be a few bucks, yeah.
Perhaps more than that, Hope.
It's got to be calibrated by a professional calibrating guy.
All right, listen.
What do you do for a living? I calibrate the curling compasses.
The curling compass.
No, but Anthony, you just got to get some more RAM in the hard drive thing.
The RAM in the hard drive. That's what it is.
Load it right in the side of it.
Bill Burr's a blithering idiot when it comes to computers.
I know a lot about him. I used to work at CompUSA.
Jimmy Pissoff? What's the record? A minute 57?
Whatever it is, but I'll have them with you.
All right, I'm going for the record today.
We're doing the same urinal, too. Helmet to helmet. Two men fighting it out.
Remember our contract, Jimmy. You will hold my cock when I piss, unless otherwise instructed.
And you will make the yummy noise whenever it's presented to you.
Non-compliance is loss of 20 GBDs.
And all mic privileges.
Rich Vos joins the program next. A big anniversary for Rich Vos. We'll explain next. Stay there. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday on the Opie Anthony program today. Want to know more about WOW? Go to opieanthony.com. We got to say hi to Rich Vos.
Hey, what's happening?
He has joined the program.
You know, Bonnie and I have a contract, too. I won't drool on her, and she won't fuck people that say she's funny. That's where she draws the line. That wasn't bad. To open up, to open up with.
As an opener?
As an opener?
No, it gave you somewhere to go.
Yeah,
it gave, you
can build.
You can build. Can I tell you a quick story real quick?
Oh, God,
No, it's not even a...
yes.
I take a little abuse on Whackbag, this and that, but this time I really deserve this. I was doing an audition yesterday with Wee Man from Jackass.
Oh, God.
He has bigger hands than me. I put my hands next to him.
Oh, my God.
I swear to God. So when they call me midget fingers or midget hands, they're really right.
They're very correct.
Hey, it's Vos.
By the way,
it's Vos.
We had a pee off during the break.
Yep.
The old record was a minute 57 by good old Jimmy Norton.
No, Jim Baby Ass Norton.
Yeah, Baby Ass Norton. He loves showing his ass off to everybody.
He's got a baby's ass on a grown man.
My nickname in the bar was Doll Cheeks. That's what they called me.
It's a child's ass.
Certainly is.
Old record, a minute 57.
Uh-huh.
I went in there and did 2 minutes and 33 seconds.
2:33.
To set a record that only lasted for 7 seconds because Jim Norton still holds the record.
Wow.
Longest pee at 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
And it was a real pee. I don't cheat. I didn't stop. When I have to piss that, because I on planes, I'm flying the aisle. I piss constantly. It's like every time, I can't even get it out all one. It's my breathing. It's all like... If I breathe a certain way, it almost like opens like the Get Smart gates.
You're
and then more has to come.
You've taken home urinal gold.
And plus, when he pisses that long, he has an excuse to sit in a rest area. Oh, no, I'm peeing. I'm peeing.
Believe me, it's only part of my strategy. When I kept looking over at you, going, psst.
It's just, yeah.
He comes in with a little squirt gun in the rest area.
It's just harder to take a leak when those lips are looking through that round circle. Psst, buddy.
Ugh. Hey, Al Lewis, hold on. I'm really using it this time.
Do you ever go to the pee, when you go to the pee booth, you remember the guy, do you ever get notes thrown over at you? Like the little notes that come over
these guys.
Dude, years ago I got that. I haven't gotten that. I haven't gone to peep shows anymore, but years ago. I was
guys that throw notes over the top.
Dude, I was J-Lo in a thong in fucking peep shows. You've never seen a more delicious sight than me in a Jersey peep booth. They were all over me.
We went to a place in Philly or something. I got kicked out. Were you with us, or was it Florentine that I got kicked out of the peep booth? Because I was trying to talk him down in money. And
oh, Christ.
Trying to Jew him down, Rich. Just say it.
Could you just pay the price for once?
How do you get thrown out of a...
Yeah.
People?
Hey, we got to get to Heather. By the way, we were talking about Pal Talk, and Vos goes, what's Pal Talk?
What's Pal Talk?
I got MySpace.
Yeah, I'm on MySpace. MySpace, it's great to have, but it's,
Sure.
You got to step up now to Pal Talk.
MySpace, Jim Norton.
Yeah, but MySpace, Anthony Cumia.
Yeah, right. You spell that. Jim Norton.
Who's leading in that, by the way?
C-U-M-I-N.
Who has more friends?
Well, Jimmy still has more friends.
Why?
I'm right behind you guys, though.
I've sent out money, and they knew I would send out money.
Jimmy never sent out money. He's lying. Shut up.
I send out $50
you don't send anything out.
And a $3,000 gift certificate.
I'm the independent candidate in this race.
Yeah. How many friends you have?
Me, I have close to 8,500.
8,500.
That's a respectable
number.
That's cute. I went out 15,000.
Yeah, I got 13. About 13,000.
When I was in your top 8, I was getting like 100 a day, friends.
Yeah.
All right, the second I dropped out of your top 8, it's like 45.
I'll
or
hook
whatever.
you up.
Huh? You can put me in your top 8?
I won't though. How many do you have?
I got like 55. Which isn't bad.
55 friends?
5,500.
Oh.
5,500.
5,500.
And we all
that's
pale to Dane.
That's the big war though with like comics. Kevin Hart, he gets on MySpace and he goes, "Put me in your top 8, man." So I put him in my top 8, and he had me in his top 8. And that son of a bitch, I go back 3 days later, he buried me into the middle of his friends. So he was sucking off all my friends. So I said, "Fuck it," I buried him. He begged me.
Dane Cook actually has Rhode Island.
Yeah, he does. He's got like how many does he have? 800?
894.
Oh, at this point he's probably over
94,000, probably over a million soon.
John in Ohio. John?
Yes.
What's up?
Well, I had a comment about your piss contest.
Okay.
All right.
More accurately, I think you should go for volume. Because you figure pressure.
Yeah, because I don't know what Jimmy was doing over there. I don't know if he was just dribbling for a while or what.
Sometimes you do dribble. It's part of you dribble a little bit, then you piss hard. It's just the way it flows out.
All right, next contest. Next contest, we line up the water bottles. We're going for pure volume.
Volume and go for both. Time and volume.
Professor Anthony ought to have a graduated cylinder.
No, because I'll force it out.
A graduated cylinder.
Yeah, we're going with volume next contest.
I'm completely for that.
Well,
all right.
And as far as volume goes, I've done 33 to 34 ounces.
I don't know what that means, sir.
That's got to be a couple water bottles, I'm thinking.
You think of what a 40 is like, you know?
All right. Good idea, John.
Sweet.
It's all about the CD-ROM, you know? You just get one of those in there, dude.
You know nothing.
Let's move to Heather in Minnesota. She's been waiting on hold for about, 45 minutes here. Heather, Minnesota. We're getting back to you. So you were on Pal Talk last night?
Yeah.
Yep.
And?
Yeah, I did a little show for everybody.
You did a little show on Pal Talk?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I only saw a part of it. I didn't see the whole show. I saw part.
I was doing a show for Jimmy. He's a funny-looking one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All these guys were sending me instant messages, and they're saying, you got to go over and see this girl. Yeah. Pal Talk.
Hey, we're going crazy over by the lake on Pal Talk.
And the next thing you know, she's putting her pussy in a wood chipper. I went over to her room, and what's your name on Pal Talk, Toots?
Tootbug.
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 Not a window I would ever open, by the way. I would never open someone with that name. I'd think it was a guy.
And what room were you in?
The main fan room, I think.
Opie and Anthony fan? Yeah. And then, what kind of act were you doing?
I did a little wow, and then showed my little landing strip, and then pulled out the pink dildo, and then my boyfriend joined me for the end.
I didn't see the end. I saw her. She has a nice meaty one, by the way. She was using the dildo on herself, and I even heard some audio. You had the audio on at one point, didn't you?
Yeah.
It was really, really...
Off and on, it wasn't working too good.
Was she going, oh...
You couldn't hear it, no, because you couldn't see her face. It was just a crotch shot.
Oh, yeah.
And what did it sound like? It sounded like Jimmy Stewart eating applesauce. Is what it sounded like. It was just like... very sexy. I didn't see the boyfriend part. I missed the sex.
Oh, you missed the best part of it then.
Well, yeah, I know.
Do you spank it to these girls?
No, I don't. I circle biblical passages. Stupid. I spank it when they're fully dressed and crying about a dead relative.
It's all about a lot of the
pussy and a computer. I'm jerking off.
A lot of the Pal Talk is about hooking up. There are conversation rooms, but then there's an adult section, and you click on that, and there's a bunch of rooms of things like. Let me pull up some name rooms for you over here. We'll go to rooms.
Yeah, click on the hard drive.
Adult. Shut up. And a playground. All right. Orgasms Are Us, multicam, and oral. There are 350 people in there. iPorn, perverts, pervettes, flicks, and cams. Ladies making men hard.
Ooh.
We like to be watched. Anal sex and porn videos. BBWs, big beautiful women, no rules.
Ugh, there should be nobody in that room. Just 5 cows.
There's 5 cows grazing. Bisex orgy, hardcore anal, pee, fetish extremes. And then you pop onto these rooms. Let's say, guys, you're going to lose the sound for a minute because I'm going to punch one of these rooms up. Let's see these cams? Now let me pop a couple up. Look, there's someone with a foot up someone's ass.
Oh, my God.
Quite literally.
Up a dude's ass. There's nuts hanging down.
Up a guy's ass.
No, that's a hand. That's a hand.
Wow.
That's
it's a hand? It looks like a knee.
That's a foot up to the heel.
That's a knee up to the heel.
That
right?
is fucking...
No. Is it, or is it an arm?
Oh, it's an arm.
Dude, what is it?
It's
a foot.
It's a leg. No, it isn't.
Because here's another leg.
No, it isn't.
It doesn't look like Norton has a baby ass there.
It's a foot.
Hand. It's a fucking hand.
Look, here it's coming out. It's a foot, you idiot.
Oh, my God.
Jimmy, look, it's a foot.
It's a hand.
Jimmy, it's a foot.
It's a foot.
God, that is a foot.
Ah! Oh, look at the exit wound. Look at the exit wound. Oh, he just sucked it back in. Look. It's moving like a horse's ass after it takes a shit. Oh, my God.
Oh, shut it off. Shut it off. Shut the fucking thing off.
That guy just got a foot up his ass.
Is that his bleeding?
Holy shit.
Shut it off.
I can't take it.
Shut it off.
Holy shit.
It looks like a volcano that's about to erupt. It's just bubbling and ready to go.
That was horrid.
I can't wait to get on that site tonight.
Oh, my God.
That could be putting a camera in your room.
Oh, wow.
So run out there and get your cameras, everybody, because...
That was horrid.
Not only was it a funny ass, it was acrobatic. Like, he did it backwards, and, like, I mean, that was fucking...
Yeah, there was a technique to it.
Yeah. Was standing there with the back toward the ass, and then bent the leg at the knee and shoved the foot up the ass from beneath.
What's next, a horse?
I know, I was going to say.
I'll look for that room. There's probably
You know what's great about these webcams? They were invented so maybe you could have a little conference call with your office worker.
That's how it's presented when it's first thought up.
Hey,
they go, you know
we got
something?
this great idea for business.
You know, how many times
You're in
have we...
L.A. and I'm in New York. You don't have to fly anymore.
You can hold up that pie chart.
Right.
Bob, how many times have we flown to Tokyo to take a meeting?
Right.
Now we can get on something, video conferencing. From my computer, I can look at our contract with Wang over there, and then like 10 minutes after that, if a chick's on the other end, I could jerk off to this.
Right.
Get on it.
Wait, you don't think it was pitched like that in the big meeting? Like, look, my friend puts his foot in his friend's asshole, and I'm always listening to it on the phone. I don't believe him.
Well, we'll get back to you about this. What kind of money allocation are you looking for?
Even better. There's a lot of married couples that are listening to this program right now, and I would maybe it works both ways. One of the people in the marriage there had to like talk the other, you know, their significant other into the pal talk thing. Going, look, no, I need the webcam because you know, I want to keep an eye on the shop.
Right,
like
put it in the shop.
I want to know some of the real reasons you use to get the webcam in your house.
Legitimate reasons.
Because you know damn well, you know, guys are like, oh, fuck.
Well,
when she goes to bed, I can check out other girls. Blah,
I want to know how you
But
guys
how am I
are
going to get the webcam installed without her being on to me here?
How about you guys just nonchalantly riffing now after you just fucking...
Yeah.
It doesn't even happen.
I don't want to hear it.
If I don't talk my fucking heart, I will never go down.
Opie's going to have a bowl of cereal in about 3 minutes.
We've seen it all.
Red ones with like little fucking like Frankenberry.
You know what?
Give me the Cocoa Puffs. I'm ready here.
I would like to maintain a certain level of innocence. Jesus.
I almost threw up when I saw that.
That was really
that
funny.
red bloody ass.
I have favorite spanking targets, like girls that you talk to in the rooms. I will just jack watching chicks. They have no idea that I'm fucking watching them and jacking. It's the greatest thing ever.
There are other rooms though. There's a room called Help, which is empty.
Help! I got a foot in my ass.
Yeah, maybe that guy should have been in Help.
And then you chat to the guy, help, I saw it.
Friends, Love, and Romance. That, I guess, is where people are looking for the above. Friends, Love, and Romance. There's divorced, flirting, gay, international, just friends, 20s and 30s, 40s and 50s, seniors, teens. There's that you can get. Social issues and politics. People get in there.
You're just playing Russian roulette there.
Yeah.
You go into that fucking room.
Well, let's pop on teens. What's in there?
That's some fresh-faced FBI agent in a wig.
There are 49. There are 49 people in the bored teens party room. Let's click
and one's
on
a
that.
teenager.
You're going to lose the.
Let's say hi.
Close one of your open groups before trying to enter another.
Yeah,
dangerous.
Creep. Let's do that tomorrow.
I have to close foot up the ass room in order to get in.
Come on, Ant. That's also the Dr. Scholl's meeting room.
In the morning.
No, I'm not. What is that awful commercial? Are you gelling?
That guy's ass was gelling.
All right, I should find out. Let's go to John in Connecticut. John?
Hey, guys. I went out and got Pal Talk because you were talking about it, and I have not once made it to an Opie and Anthony room because I can't get past all the naked chicks. I just spend my time sitting there waiting for these chicks to show their tits, and I have not once made it to the Opie and Anthony room.
Dude, I have jacked to every chick in the ONA rooms when they have there's something like some of them will flash, like Lucci will flash or a couple other girls will flash, and I'll jack. But I like to jack when they're just talking because there's just something really creepy about it.
You'll never
is that creepy?
You'll never put your dick on there, like so people can know.
Stupid.
No. And you just some of the chicks are just teases, but you sit there for like hours waiting to see the girl can do something.
They're teases.
Takes over your life. Look, he stopped going to the gym.
Yeah. No, I've been going more so I can put the cam on my stomach and dick eventually.
Oh,
I'm sick and tired of flashing to the TV.
Wait, you don't want to blend in with the rest of them with their beer guts and fucking jerking their cocks?
No.
There are rooms where you go in and it's like ladies looking for men, and you go there. There's not one woman to be found. Every camera you click on is some fucking Arab animal sitting there jerking off.
Yeah, that's.
I know. It's hot.
I love the guy. You ever see the guys who jerk off under the desk? It's like you have a camera angle. The guy puts it on the floor, and you just see his hand going back and forth. It's the creepiest
he's at work.
thing I did when I was in L.A. Fucking angle.
Oh, no.
You bet I did.
Let's go to Wilson.
He's spanking it.
Jim Norton.
Let's check out Cleveland today. Wilson, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey.
Just calling. Yeah, I had to tell my wife. I'm like, me and my buddies, we play this video game online, so we got to cheat, and that's how we use the camera. Yeah, sure.
Oh, there you go.
And I thought it was because of you guys.
Creep.
Do you know who I jacked to yesterday? And I'll give it up because she doesn't care. You know Kara? She called in one day and did some dirty shit. I don't think she's on right now, but she did some dirty shit. I fucking jacked watching her yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, she's lovely.
Kaya? You look at her on the camera and just start jacking?
Like an animal. Happy typing girl won't flash, but we're trying to get her to show her breasts. She's actually a nice girl. It bugs me.
Working nice girl, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to Kaya, Kiana. What's your name, bro, from Whackbag?
Hey, it's Kai from Whackbag.
Hey, Kai, what's up?
Hey, dudes. Pal Talk damn near destroyed my marriage about 2.5 years ago.
Yeah. Explain, please.
Is that a semicolon or a period?
It's a semicolon, Jimmy. No, I was on all the time, 8-9 hours a day, meeting women all left and right. I used to drive over the road and I'd meet up with them.
Just to say hi.
Well, if you're meeting up with them, it's not over Pal Talk. It's over meeting up with girls. I love that.
Yeah.
The telephone almost ruined my marriage. I called up this chick, hooked up with her, and fucked her in a hotel room. That fucking telephone. Let me tell you. Let me tell you about the time a dime almost got me put in jail for murder.
Let's say hi to Mark in Michigan. Mark?
Hey, I just wanted to tell you guys, Yahoo used to have that same thing about, 6-8 months ago. They don't have it anymore. They had all these fucked up rooms where they had guys self-sucking each other and all this other shit, and they had all kinds of freaky-ass shit like that.
Yeah.
And how did you enjoy it?
Can they tell?
I didn't watch. I mean, I watched a little bit of the self-suck shit, but that was about it. I was clicking on. They had, like, white girls crave black cock and all this other shit on there.
Did he say self-suck?
Yeah.
Self-suck?
Can they tell what room you're in?
Wait, let me translate. Voss wants to know if he sneaks into a gay room, will anybody be able to catch it?
It's punching out, guys.
He's going to be, you won't find him under R. Voss. You'll find him under Funny Dope in,
What the hell's that?
Oh,
I just punched up a MySpace thing from a girl that I think Jimmy jacked off to. Is that her?
Carrie, yeah. You can tell she doesn't give. Oh, she's
because everyone on MySpace has to have fucking music. Could you enough with the music, all right? Enough with the soundtrack to your life.
Are there any more pictures there or no? I want to see more pictures.
No, I can't take the music.
But
on
the music goes off when you hit more pictures, you little doll.
Shut up.
How long is this
I like the hacky bio that the chicks have on there. I'm into real people. If you're not real, then just fucking move on, because I don't have time for that shit, man.
We've talked about
the fuck up.
I have time.
We've talked about things like the music and the bio and the pictures, the angle. and the eye, where you just see the girl's eye, and there's a lot of eye
giving the
makeup
finger
on.
like you're some sort of badass, and like everybody has that at this point.
Well,
Or
you're saying
lips.
how they hide that they're a fat
Yeah,
pig.
and you go to the more pictures, and it's just them all blown up.
Well, they only do from the neck up.
Yeah,
See,
there's
they
gonna
have
be a
to have
problem.
a picture holding up a newspaper with a date on it,
Yeah,
so you
do
know.
that, too.
Hold up with the date, so we know that you're not fat anymore.
Or they're fucking standing on a beach, but they're like 400 yards away. Like it was taken with the... Who took that? Fucking the Hubble or the Gotti surveillance team? You fat cunt. You think you're fooling with that. You're floating over the Super Bowl, you fat pig.
Let's go to Sonny Forelli. Sonny.
Hey, guys, what's happening?
Good to hear from you, Sonny.
Sonny's been a plug whore all day on Pal Talk. He keeps wanting to put up links.
What's up?
No, I'm not putting up any links. I'm just letting people know where to go.
Hi, sweetie.
Hey, listen, I got Pal Talk, obviously, and I'm married. But, see, I made my wife sign a contract.
Yeah, sure you did.
Yeah, I did.
You wanted a big laugh on that.
Nice one, Sonny.
Okay,
all right.
so AOL paid like $500 million for MySpace.
Yeah.
How much do you think they'll pay for Pal Talk?
I think Fox bought it for $750 million. I think.
What,
for
MySpace?
MySpace, yes.
Yeah, let's go to Brian in Michigan. Brian?
I think.
Shitfoot.
A little late, but he got it in.
Shitfoot! That is hilarious. And that was actually Heather Mills doing it. So what a balancing act.
One more. BCH.
Nothing? Oof.
Hey, what's up,
BCH.
Boy, did that bomb. I thought I would get a nice laugh.
I wasn't listening.
I said it was Heather Mills doing it. So what a balancing
see?
act.
All right, now that's funny.
Shitfoot.
I'm just thinking of the fucking money that guy made.
$750 million.
Seinfeld, writing brilliant scripts, 10 fucking years.
What's up, Opie?
Yeah.
What's up?
Gets 500.
Something I've discovered, as crazy and fucking cringy and outlandish as you think fucking ONA fans are, Pal Talk is the only place where they're the most normal fucking people in there.
Yep.
It's incredible.
The other rooms are crazy.
Yeah, the other rooms are, you just saw. How long did it take me to punch up a foot up some guy's ass?
Yep.
It was seconds.
I know, and it's like fucking 10:30 in the morning, even
Yeah.
if he's on the East Coast.
Wait, it was kind of weird, though. Anthony knew exactly where to go.
Absolutely.
I know how to navigate to the foot up the ass.
Let's point that out.
Was that live or a video?
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, who knew?
Will you just give him the link so he can go in and his,
You want the
his
Pal Talk?
stripper
Exactly.
fake name?
Are you
I
computer
don't-
savvy at all?
No, I don't
No?
do that gross. I go to my...
I'm not talking about gross. I'm talking about do you know computers enough to download a program and run it?
Yeah,
And not have Bonnie come over and help you.
Don't worry, Rich. It's not too addicting.
Yeah, an addictive personality.
Yeah, Rich is here because he's celebrating 20 years of sobriety.
20 years sober. We got to get him.
And now we're
just
turning
like
him
on
on to
stage.
Pal Talk, so it's his new...
At least it's a round
new
number on his
addiction.
act. For a year, you have a round number to do on for your act for a year.
Oh, 20
years. At least it's not like 17. Yeah, who cares?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bring in
Thank
the
you.
cake.
No one cared that I had 19 February 1st, but the fact that my friend
That's because
Rich
it's
has-
not part of your fucking act.
Yeah,
Well,
you
but
don't,
I
you don't
don't-
say
I
that
don't do-
every 3 seconds.
First of all, I don't do it
God.
that much in my act anymore. And
Okay,
I
I've been
haven't
sober
even read meetings.
because you're drinking.
Huh?
And Rich, we've brought a little cake for you.
Oh, that's
Happy being clean for 20 years.
Look at that's fucking cool. It's a crack pipe.
It's a crack pipe cake.
Oh, that's fucking the best.
Get a picture before you fuck it up. We actually
pass it around and have everybody have a slice. We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
then in the
If I see a gay Jew in Pal Talk, oh no, I have a partner.
let's see the.
You don't come to Pal Talk and talk to boss that way.
Mike, you don't come to Las Vegas and stick your foot in the asshole of a man like Mo Green like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Ben and the guys got to get credit. They came up with this.
Good job, man.
It's
A crack pipe cake.
What did the baker there, whatever the fucking guy is, make the cake?
Enzo. Rebecca,
What did
for
they-
your father, for your crackhead comedian friend.
Big crack pipe for your father. For your. If you almost fell, didn't you?
Don Corleone.
That'd have been great.
If he fell and broke his wrist and fucking went face first into the
Hold
cake.
it and get a picture for the website because that's too good. Get
That
a
is great.
picture, Erock. Get a nice picture.
We can't cut this. We got to save this.
Oh, yeah.
For
save
what?
it.
It's food.
You're gonna lacquer it?
Yeah, what are you gonna do with it?
We're cutting it in 3 seconds. You goose egg. I'm starving.
Frame it so you can smash it.
What is
I'm
it?
putting it next to my bush thing.
What
I'm
type
hungry.
of cake is it?
You can literally hear him spitting on
Chocolate
the cake.
cake?
It's a real cake.
I know.
You can't
Could
save
you not talk over the cake?
Yeah,
if
get
people
the
are gonna eat
fucking
it?
cake away from the
We need a
slobbering
fucking salad
sack.
bar.
No.
Sneeze
Rich,
guard.
Do you know how to take a picture?
No, he doesn't.
He's trying to set up a nice picture.
No one's
for
ever
you.
asked him.
Yeah.
All right, now
Just smile.
E-Rock, not of the box. We want to get the cake.
You're spitting on it.
Pass it around.
Happy 20th,
Pass it around.
faggot. Oh,
Hey,
that's-
hey, can we get some plates and some knives in here? Will you fucking lumps?
here's how we'll do it, though. Just cut the end here so we can keep the bowl, right?
You're not keeping the ball. We're eating it. It's a cake.
It's a cake. It isn't a real crack
I had a
pipe.
tranny cake.
he really thinks that it's like something you could save. It's a real cake.
Hold on, I don't see
This would be
anything.
hilarious
Cool.
if this actually ruined his sobriety. Just singing this fucking thing and
Just
eating
saying
it.
He's so close to the edge for
so
20
good.
years.
Yeah.
And he goes out tonight and just, one rock.
What's the matter? You couldn't find a cake with like a booth hole and a mouth on the other end? We'll put that. We'll give you that cake after your arrest.
Save it.
See, this is this makes it all worthwhile. All those
20 years.
No, I mean coming into studio and having this thing. This is great.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Rich, don't try to have a touching moment on the show.
I know,
I'm very happy for Vos. That's a
What are you
tremendous
kidding
thing.
me?
20 years. Seems like yesterday you were sucking dick for crack, right?
No, I mean it's tremendous to be 20 years sober and still act like you have 90 days.
I'm fucking as dry as tumbleweed.
Yeah, you cut the first piece, Rich. We're having cake.
There it goes.
We're celebrating our friend's 20 years sober.
20 years without
With a crack pipe cake.
Is that 20 years with everything? Booze, drugs,
everything. Not gambling's only about 2
Opie,
years.
once
2
again,
years?
saw your skills.
Yeah.
How you somehow spun out of foot up the ass to his sobriety.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, I get the end piece. Yay!
There you go.
Thank you. Fatso likes more frosting.
That's wonderful.
Ooh. Oh, this is fucking nice.
Good cake.
It's laced with hash.
No.
Yeah, wouldn't that be good?
You can't do that.
Lace the fucking cake.
No.
Dope. Now that would be a joke.
Opie,
20
what are you
years
doing?
sober.
That's not how you get the cake.
What did he do?
He smashed.
Oh, Opie, just punch the cake. Eat it off your hand now. That's what the foot looked like when it came out of that guy's ass.
I know. Nice.
Oh, this is
I'll get
good.
a slice of this.
Well, that was the intern's portion that just got punched.
Jesus, he smashed out like it was Paul Bond's face.
Do you have any paper towels? Congratulations,
Thank you.
Rich.
This is good shit, man.
It's good cake. I may have 2 pieces.
You guys should eat closer to the mics.
Well, we can take a break as we cut up the cake.
I thought you were eating healthy, Billy.
I know.
Billy's outside and when he's having tuna with lemon on it.
Well, Billy's working out and I'm working out. We can have a piece of cake. Am I right or wrong, B?
Hey, anything in moderation.
That's
No.
right. Why don't we take a break? We'll
Double
continue
B.
with
That's my
Rich
nickname.
Vos and his cake.
Rich,
Yes.
you got your 60th birthday coming up, right?
Everyone's getting a piece of Rich Vos's cake.
I had 2 pieces, Opie.
Jimmy.
Save a piece.
Moderation.
I want to bring a piece of that down to the Helium Comedy Club in Philly this week. I'm going to bring a piece down.
Nice.
Why? Who's
Good
that?
luck.
Very nice plug.
I am.
Rich
Joe.
Vos at Helium Comedy Club in Philly.
Yeah.
Brand
Are
new
you
club
gonna be
down
in
there in
Philly
Philly.
this
I'm going to be in
Albany with me
where am
at
I
the
going?
Comedy Works at Albany.
Wait. You're going to be at Helium
Yeah.
in Philly, Rich Vos? No, I'm
Yeah.
not going to
You know
be
what
there.
the best thing about
Hold on.
that Helium Comedy Club is? It's right down the street from Bananas in Hasbrook Heights.
Yeah,
I'm going to be.
no bananas. We have no bananas today.
It's the
This
song.
weekend.
I'd rather walk on to the sound of that guy's foot being pulled out of the asshole.
You know there was a sound.
All right, listen. Let's get the plugs in. Bill Burr, where are you going to be?
I'll be Bananas, Hasbrook Heights.
Very good.
Yes.
This Friday,
We have
Saturday.
no bananas.
Oh, jeez.
We have no bananas today.
Jimmy's going to be in Albany.
Not important. I'm not here to plug. I'm here to have fun and entertain people.
That means you sold out. Congratulations.
No, I don't know if I did or not. Artistically, yes.
Fucking
the Comedy Works in Albany.
Jimmy. And Rich Vos at Helium Comedy Club in Philly.
So we're surrounding the tri-state area. So that bald-headed guy that sells T-shirts doesn't know where to drive to. The one who drove 4 hours to see you on a gig you canceled.
Did he?
Yeah, he drove 4 hours, and he
All right, listen.
SUNY Delhi?
Yeah.
Hey, I couldn't help it. I was shooting Lucky Louie. What am I going to do? Not shoot? Am I right or wrong, Double B?
You're right. You're right. Nathaniel came in here to tell us something. I would like him to tell everybody.
All right.
Live on the radio, because it is too good. I'm not setting him up. This is really a good thing. Nathaniel?
With his riveting energy. Here we go.
All right, is this running?
Yes.
All right. I didn't want to steal his line. Danny is the star of a new advertisement on the 202 network.
Really?
Yes, he's hawking some wares.
And what would the wares be?
Pretty sure it's boner cream.
Boner cream.
That means we're doing well with this radio show.
You know
if the
something?
boner cream advertising is coming in.
Once
this show is
start getting
blowing
the
up.
boner cream.
Are you kidding?
No, it's a brand new sponsor.
Can we hear this spot?
Welcome. Let me hear.
Wait, did they pay you for the spot?
Oh, God.
Oh, Jimmy.
Jesus.
Who
Jimmy?
gets gaseous after 2 slices of cake?
I want...
He heard the word boner.
Oh.
He gets gaseous after he breathes.
God. I haven't farted in the studio in a month.
I know, and it's been very nice.
I just get scared.
All right, let's listen to the new spot, Anthony. The new sponsor. It's some kind of boner cream.
Can your wife or girlfriend count on you to perform in the bedroom? Let's face it, you're not getting any younger, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be having satisfying, pleasurable, intimate relations. And now with Maxiderm, you can. Maxiderm is not a pill and doesn't require a prescription. It's a cream that you or your partner can apply directly to the source of the problem.
You or Derek.
You'll feel the blood fill, creating a strong, vigorous reaction. Ooh. And Maxiderm's deeply penetrating formula will bring satisfaction to you and your partner. So what are you waiting for? If you call right now, we'll tell you how to get a month's supply absolutely free. So call and feel the difference. Try Maxiderm today, risk-free for 90 days. 1-800-560-6160. Don't let another weekend go by wishing you tried Maxiderm. Call Maxiderm right now at 1-800-560-6160. Your call is completely confidential. 1-800-560-6160. That's 1-800-560-6160.
You know what I like about it?
Individual results may vary.
What?
This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The faster you apply it, the better it feels.
And Maxiderm doesn't work for anal sex. For that, you need tough actin to actin.
I fucking bought this stuff years ago to put on your dick to numb it so you wouldn't fucking shoot quick.
Right.
So I put it on, and I'm banging my ex-wife, right? I couldn't feel anything. I couldn't feel it. And it kept, forever, I came out, I broke blood vessels in my dick. It was all black and blue from fucking so long.
Wow.
Because you can't feel it. It's completely numb.
It was a numbing agent.
How'd you stay hard?
Yeah. Huh?
How'd you stay hard?
Well, mentally, I was thinking, I'm fucking, so I'm staying hard, but you can't feel it, and it was just, you can get this shit anywhere.
Why don't you just think of baseball or your last set?
Ooh.
You know, just something. Nothing.
Last set. Jesus. It's just numbing. Oh, wow. Please. Fucking open mic or Billy jumps in.
Danny, that was a great delivery, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. You didn't give out the number enough times, though.
I didn't write the copy.
It was very believable.
Yeah.
Did you try the stuff? Did they make you try the stuff?
Get a free sample?
No.
That'd be nice. Come in, maybe a weekend, we could pop up the Pal Talk camera. You, Derek, your balls, you could rub it on each other.
Yeah.
Sword fight in the
And then Steve can run in. I don't like the taste. He left, didn't he?
It's his birthday today.
Steve's birthday?
Yeah, we told him to go home and enjoy
how old
himself.
is he?
I think he's, I don't know.
He's probably upset he didn't get a cake.
Yeah, let's go to Mike in Philly. Mike?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hey.
Good.
What a
Hey,
jacker.
Boss, love you, man.
What?
Boss, love you, man.
Thank you.
Sorry, got a jacker in the room.
He's not even a big mule, so it's not even fun to watch. It's just soft,
with
and he's...
that,
oh, go ahead, you talk.
Because I'm sure what Mike has to say is so much funnier than what Jimmy was about to spew out.
That's fine. I was about to get to a big, long bit, but you go right ahead. What were you saying?
Just want to know, if you use that boner cream, does your hand get bigger, too?
Oh, that's all.
Oh, God, that old gag.
Way to go. Thanks for spoiling everything.
Let's go to Chester in Newburgh. Chester?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What's up?
Hi, Chet.
Oh, thanks. Okay. I just want to let you guys know that that's not really a good ad there, man. Because, like, a month's supply for some guys could actually last a lifetime.
Ooh.
Hey, come
But
on.
seriously, folks.
Try the veal. I'll be here all weekend.
Now, that wasn't that bad. What are you trying to say that some guys, like, just come quick?
No, if you got to apply that shit every time you have sex, some guys might last a lifetime with just one bottle of it.
Why? Because you're saying because a lot of guys are married, right?
No, he's saying sometimes you get... Wait, what were you saying?
You have to apply that stuff every time you have sex.
Right.
What stuff? The
cream.
The cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, just slow it down a little.
So if you apply it every time you have sex, some guys it might last a whole lifetime.
So what you're saying is...
Because...
They don't have a lot of sex?
But because... is it...
No, guys, I blew it up.
No, we want to... It's funny, I just want to understand it.
Yeah, you can't hang up now.
Why would he need it more?
Because, oh, God.
The wording wasn't clear, dude. That's all it is. I know the joke is decent. The wording wasn't clear.
Just be clear. Why would he need it more or less?
He doesn't have sex a lot? You're starting to make me forget my own joke.
No. All right, calm down and start over.
Just start over.
Start over. Okay. Hey, guys, how's it going?
What's up, bro?
All right.
Okay.
Chester, whatever your name is.
You know that Maxiderm stuff?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, if you have to apply it every time you have sex,
Yeah.
some guys might use a free subscription 1 month of it in a lifetime.
Well, see, you got to do it in more energy, like Billy or a Heffron type comic, like run around the stage. You know, run around the stage for no apparent reason.
That's great.
You know.
Hold on a minute. Voss, who's hurt 8 minutes too late. Wait.
Oh, God.
So the reason
I'll sit on a stool with my feet dangling off of it.
All right.
Wait.
Take it like a man.
the final reason was that a lot of guys maybe don't enjoy sex with their wife. So
guys.
Dude.
No, but is that what it is? Some guys don't enjoy sex with their wife, so it would last them a long time.
Yeah, hurry up and explain it, because we're coming back on air in like fucking 30 seconds.
Is that why?
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, can I just get a car crash and we can end this?
What? A what?
Can I get
what?
A car crash and we can end this?
Hey, it's Voss.
Thank you.
Hey, it's Voss.
Oh my God! You did not know when to quit. Holy shit! You should have hung up hours ago.
What a tool.
What a complete idiot.
I'm going to break out one of the rare ones for him.
All right. Wow. What a dolt.
The last guy to get that was Joel Steinberg. Congratulations.
Jeremy from Jersey.
Good morning, shit dicks.
Go ahead, Jeremy.
Hey, maybe Danny's mom can let us know how that cream works out.
Oh, wow.
Danny, you can
nice.
take that? Yeah.
Oh, nice. Danny's mom joke.
Fred from Brooklyn. I don't get this one. He's been on hold for well over an hour.
What up, Fred?
Fred, it better be good.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
The back page of the Post today.
Yep.
That's Ben's hug she's talking about, right? I fucked up.
Oh, no, you know what?
Good visual.
She's got her fingers wide apart, like she said, I caught a fish this big. And you're saying she's describing Ben's cock. And you waited an hour to say that.
It's Sassy Sasha.
Sassy Sasha.
Fred thought a visual joke would be great for the radio show. Thank you, Fred.
It's something we do
Yeah, the
constantly.
joke's always good when you have to explain them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But hey, how do we know every listener that's listening didn't have a New York Post turn to the back page?
Yeah.
Ready for that joke.
You're playing devil's advocate, and I like it.
Guzzo.
Hey, morning, guys. Morning, Billy. Happy Wednesday, Jimmy.
Hey, thanks, pal. Godspeed.
Hey, really quick, Jimmy, you did sell out up here in Albany, except for the Friday 8 o'clock show, which I will be at.
Are the other shows sold? I didn't even know that.
The other ones are definitely sold out, yeah.
Fucking me and Dane Cook, man. We're tearing up the country.
That's pretty cool. One show left.
Thanks, buddy.
8 o'clock show Friday for Jim Norton in
What
Albany.
football stadium is Dane performing in?
Oh, it's awful. He's doing Wembley. Christ. I'm doing Abu Ghraib. He's fucking...
I feel a little jealousy in the room. A little jealousy.
There's a little. No, you know what? To be
it's
jealous,
a lot of jealousy.
No,
it's a little jealousy.
A lot of jealousy.
You know what it is? To be jealous of somebody, they have to still be in your sights. He's so fucking far over the horizon. I'm actually enjoying it.
But I'm not. I'm still jealous. My website fucking has a C prompt on it, and his fucking actual live face pops through your computer and talks to you.
Let's get a mic in New Orleans.
I need help, Mac.
Today, guys, I learned that anal sex has been upgraded from a 2-point conversion to 14 points.
14 points.
14.
Attaboy. Let's say hi to Rich in Michigan. Rich?
Hey, if you didn't wipe off that excess Maxiderm, wouldn't the pussy just get big, too? Punch it out.
Wouldn't the what?
Pussy.
Oh. No, it's not about being big. It's about staying hard.
Ray Pierre.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
I learned some phone numbers today.
Okay. Hey.
212-584-5120. Nell Carmazon would love to hear from you.
No, don't do that.
Let's go to Vito in St. Louis. Vito.
Hey, man, I think what that fucking amateur earlier meant to say is that a month's supply of Maxiderm might have lasted Boss a lifetime.
A lifetime. Way to bring it home.
Momo.
Yeah, I learned today that if you want to have sex, get it in writing.
Yeah, put it in contract form. Makes it much more sexy.
Anthony.
Yes, sir.
If you want to get the interns to stop using your bullhorn, take away their GBDs.
You are doing so well.
I'm sorry.
What is that a sound effect from?
It's from the whammy from Press Your Luck. Remember? No whammy, big money, big money, big money. No whammy, no whammy, and stop! Stop on the whammy! Oh, no.
That's the sound the doctor makes when it's stillborn. Is it a boy or a girl? You smack it.
Boy or girl, boy or girl. Stop it, stop! Oh.
It's dead.
Let's go to Dave. Jesus. What is wrong with you? Dave.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Dave?
Here's what I learned. I learned a new way to cure athlete's foot.
All right.
Shut up, Bernard.
Jesus.
That's how we end today, unfortunately.
It's like chips.